Okay, cool. They fixed live chat. That's actually loading now. Good. I'll leave you there. God, where do I want to put this Samarine? I really don't have a good place for it. Guess I'll just toss it in group 10 for now. Figure that out later. Hey, what's up, Moet? Okay. Hi, bye. One, I believe, was there after Bull Rock, if I remember right. Yeah. Sumo Beto, yeah, that needs to be leveled up. Oh, wait, I know what I can do. Blowtox, or Bar Blast, I should say. Oh, I forgot just how much I have to level up. Hahaha. Yike. What all's in here? I haven't really looked. Not properly, anyways. Hello to the one watching, how are you doing? Why am I going into items? Man, YouTube analytics are glitchy. Can't decide if there's somebody's watching or not. How's everybody doing today? Why do I keep going into items? You know what, I'm gonna jump into general voice chat in my server if anybody wants to just come chat. This is the kind of stream. Alright, if you guys want to come join me, I am in my Discord server in the Roblox voice chat. Hey, what's up, Turtle? We're doing a power leveling stream. Because I have so many Loomians I need to get up to level 45 before the update, because they're almost definitely going to raise the level cap after this battle theater. The one thing I will say that Loomian absolutely crushes Doodle on is having energy versus power points is just so much better. It makes the battle so much more interesting having to battle your energy usage rather than just spamming your one sweep move. PvP-wise, I mean, I can kind of do that against the AI just because I brought a super effective Doodle and I know exactly what they're going to have. Or a super effective Loomian. Again, I'll just repeat for the people just tuning in. If you guys want to join the Roblox voice chat in my Discord server, we're just going to have a level grind and chill day if you guys want to come voice chat. Come be on stream, hang out, talk. We'll just have some fun. Because this stream's going to be... YouTube analytics are... I am so confused. Hello, Chris. YouTube analytics was like, you now have 4 viewers. Just kidding, you had 1, now you have 2. Oh my god, it is so weird.
Hi.
Hello.
So what do you rally? Don't you rally a lot?
Yeah, I do, but what I'm rallying right now is a bit of a secret.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna be honest. I have not rallied since Rally came out.
I've been rallying. I'm trying to rally for a PvP, a GPvP Snow Cup.
It's for like a mask, and that's literally it. I can...
Also, hey Goopsy, hey Hypno, hey Glasscore.
Hello. I'm trying to rally for a GPvP Snow Cup, and it's been a while. And plus, keep in mind, I'm not using any boosts or anything because I refuse to.
I'm currently working on an amazing game right now.
Hey, you mentioned you got hired on for like 3,000, or I don't know if I should state that, but...
I don't really care.
Yeah, wasn't it? Didn't you say like 3,000 Robux a day?
I'm not getting paid that much, but the game makes that much.
Ah.
I get 15% of that, and when this update comes out, I get 25% of that.
That's not like a small chunk. That's still pretty good.
Right. There's only 2 people working on it right now, and he's also getting 25. The rest is going to will be going to advertisement and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's fair. You got to reinvest in your game.
So you're working on a Roblox game? That's pretty cool. Is it like something Kingdom? No, actually,
I told both Rabbit and Hypnotic what this game is, and I
Don't
don't know if I'm
I've
honored to be.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I'll link you the game real quick.
Oh, right! Yeah, don't say that on stream.
I'll link you the game real quick.
Yeah. Just link me. Just link me. If
I
my DMs are
forgot the name of what you were working on. Thank you for using
Yeah.
discretion and not saying that on stream.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
He
it's
just looks at it. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
it's interesting. We'll put it that way.
You
I mean, the game has 3.2 million visits.
man. Well, let me look at it in a couple seconds after I'm done checking these rallied snow cubs if I want to give them out to people in need or not. Let's see. Nah.
Oh yeah, how long has it been since you've gone to a random Roblox server, right? And you just meet like the most some person on game. Like literally, I was just in a server, right? And all of a sudden it was just like these couple people, and they were just like probably the most wholesome people I've ever seen in Loomian Legacy. It's like people talk way too much about the toxic players in Loomian, but you never see enough of the wholesome player. You know, like the
I'm
nice
right here.
Yeah.
I would consider myself fairly wholesome. I try to be helpful to the newer players if they're legitimately struggling. But I don't
literally used to just donate a full box of gammas to new players every so often.
No.
I'm not that rich.
No, I don't donate a box of gammas to random
Hypnotic
people.
and Glulisker.
There's a reason why I kinda am skeptical about helping some new players. Because one time there was this guy that was a new player and he ended up scamming me.
Oh no, I don't
So-
help them like that, but if they have questions about story mode, where to go, what to do, how to beat something, I'll help them figure it out. I don't just give them answers, I help them work through it on their own so they can learn and actually feel a sense of accomplishment. Because playing a game and just being handed the answers does not give the same feeling of accomplishment as
Or
actually
not-
sitting down and figuring it out with a little bit of help.
Yeah,
Or-
that's why. Sorry.
Like, you know Hello Neighbor, right? That game used to be good, right? Back in like the first alpha. And then they
Oh
literally
yeah,
made
when nobody knew what they were doing, and now there's like speedruns that do it in like a minute.
like that game used to be good back before all the lore and stuff, right? Because it used to be more like the AI would actually learn what you were doing, right? But then it just went to this like lore parkour game, and everybody was like, "What?" Don't what it's turned into, like.
Hypnotic and Glycer, I'm gonna screen share. Rabbit, I'm not that. I won't ask you to join because I mean you're streaming.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on a second. I'm giving this guy a free PvP snow cub because I have literally boxes and boxes full of good PvP snow cubs.
Hang on, who's the person with the Gleam Halloween Purple Dust? I'm just curious. There's somebody like.
In my server?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably Mortal.
Oh.
Is it immortal? Like if you... Do they have a black suit and like a fedora on?
I saw in the chat there were more.
All right, I'm looking at your stream now.
Oh, are they wearing Metastar stuff and like a
This
suit?
is the updated map I'm working on.
Ooh.
I wanted to teach me like some modeling tricks too, because I want to like get better at it. Like I'm decent with it.
This is obviously unfinished. This is all we've got here.
Oh, you're showing
we're
off
still
dev
working.
work? Hold on, I'm gonna come look. Since stream doesn't see Discord, I don't care.
And then we're working on the. Oh, he forgot to anchor those. Oh well. But this is the map, or the new map we're working on. The current one is absolutely terrible.
Ooh. That looks
I'm
pretty
kind
awesome.
of proud of this. Like, I'm actually really happy with how the ceiling turned out and stuff.
Bro, why does that look like Squid Game?
Squid Game?
Like the warehouse bed area.
Also, we're adding vents, which kind of look nice.
He's venting, he's sus! I'm sorry.
Stop posting about Among Us.
Oh, my tree's not anchored. I should probably fix that. He didn't anchor the. He didn't anchor the desk here for some stupid reason. We got a
Here's something that's
forklift.
weird to think
Oh, this
about, though.
forklift's not anchored
Alright, I
either.
stopped watching.
Oh,
You know something that's really weird to think about? You just don't see any more Among Us memes. Like, these are dumb, but like,
Good.
Oh,
I'm
you
so
see them.
happy.
You're just not looking. Did you see all of the Among Us in r/place? It was absolutely ridiculous. Among
Honestly,
Us was literally everywhere. There was not a build they did not infect.
I think the only thing that made Among Us memes funny or popular was that it's the fact that they're just so widely spammed and annoying. That's the joke. It's trying to annoy you. It's not trying to be like, not trying to be funny for the joke being funny.
It's
The joke is
anti-humor.
like, you are getting mad at the joke. Therefore, that's what's funny to them.
The troll, yeah, it's anti-humor.
Ew. Yucky you peas.
You know what though? I am just so glad that Squid Game did not take off. Like, it took off for a little bit, but like, I was going, this is gonna be Among Us again. It's gonna be Among Us. And I think people will realize that like, it's like Squid Game was getting to that point where it's just like getting a little bit annoying for some people to like.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Goopsy Turtle, have I showed you just how many max level Loomians I have?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I literally have every Loomian in their final form basically at max level at this point.
Jeez, you grind this game hard.
In a second here, check stream and I'll show you.
Oh, was about to make a very interesting joke when you said that, but I decided against it.
Oh yeah, I grind it real hard. Oh,
You grind this
yeah.
game like super hard, bro.
Oh yeah, did you see the one leak that one of the moderators in the Discord did, where they basically showed off their team for Atlantean, right? And on the bottom slot, they had a Loomian that was blown up. I have see the year of it, and it was called Skittles, right? So I think they might be confirming that Rainbow Vari might be coming out in the next week or so.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
That sounds pretty awesome, though, because I'm actually pretty excited for the updates, honestly.
You know why it took so long too? Because I know a lot of people like to complain that Atlantean took over a year. I mean, yeah, Sephiroth taking over a year, I can understand people getting annoyed at it. But Atlantean is going to be a really big update. That would take the amount of time I think it took for them to from what they're talking about, how they've got this new feature that's going to be a new way to hunt, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that that's why Atlantean took so long, was they were working on that, and that just took a long
Hold on a second.
Okay. Glassword, take a peek at the
building
stream.
from the ground.
So I have the search filter set to level equals 45. So everything lit up on the right side is max level.
I can't see right now because I'm on Discord. I'm on mobile right now, so.
Let me know when you're looking, Glasscore. When you can see it.
Hypnotic, I'm gonna send you something. Ignore it. Yeah. It's just so I can save it on my PC instead of on my iPad.
Oh no, Glasscore is muted and deafened. I'm showing nobody. I guess I can show it off and have him rewind or something. Search level equals 45. Search.
I'm actually really proud because I was able to create.
1 sec. So you can see here, Nevermare, Akhalos, both max level. About half of this final box is max level. This is mostly stuff I got during the beach. This stuff I got just before the beach and I never leveled it. All of this is the new beach stuff. And then literally everything else is max level. 2 full boxes and about to be a third. And then some.
Something that happened to me yesterday in Loomian Legacy. So, you want to know what happened to me one counter before Roaming Pity?
What's that?
I find an Alpha Makame one before Roaming Pity.
Oof.
Not using Gleam Pity or Roaming Pity. Actually, I haven't even checked the stats of it. It's not SA, it's just normal, but hyper clumsy. You know what's weird? I still haven't found the Gamma on site.
I'm doing this now, the leveling, because I know if I don't do this now, I'm gonna fall behind and then just never catch up. It's gonna be like, oh, they raised the level cap and I didn't even end up catching up with the old level cap. Why would I keep up with the new one? This is totally gonna be my mentality if I don't sit down and do this now. Because, even if they only raise the level cap by 5, getting literally 90 plus Loomians up 5 levels from, 45 to 50, even that is going to be a lot of work.
My assumption, though, is if we've got 4 more gym updates, it's going to be it's going to probably go up, maybe 10-ish levels, maybe level.
I don't think they're going to raise it that much due to the fact that they're only on the 3rd gym. Or the 4th?
No, yeah, it's the 4th. I'm assuming that we're going to go to,
Turtle, we're only on the 4th gym. If you look at the 4th gym around Pokemon, level cap at that point is right around 45, I believe. Or 50. if you look at Pokemon as a comparison for level scaling, Loomian tends to be a little higher than that on difficulty.
Depends on which game you're talking about. Pokemon Black and White had a very high level cap.
I'll find something too. Oh. Sorry.
Hold
Is
on.
anyone still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
No.
Did you guys... Okay. Thank goodness you guys didn't hear background noise from me. Why? I can't believe they're still on their 4th battle theater they're releasing out of the couple years this game's been out.
Yeah, so my assumption is if we go by, like, there's 5 more gyms left in the game. If they were to raise the level cap from 45 to 60 in this, it could be 40. Could be about 55, but that would mean that we'd have about 10 levels for each other gym. So it's a... It would make sense for it to go 45 to 50 to 55 or 60 or so, around, like roughly that point. Not.
Yeah.
I think the last time they increased the level cap was after the beach was
So,
updated.
hold on.
After the beach was at. Or not.
One sec. So looking back at Gen 1, the Cascade badge allowed Pokemon up to level 30. You could technically overlevel, but they'd stop listening to you. And Gym 4 was up to level 50. So, I was right. Level 50 is considered the standard at Gym 4.
That's the funny thing, though. You can literally go up to Gen 7 and just, like, literally just bring a team. Depending on the game. If you were doing this in Fire Rat, of course. But, like, Focus Sash, Quick Attack, Endeavor Rattata, just literally taking down the 7th gym leader, like, really early on. You need a Pokemon with Surf, so you need to, like, take out... I know you need to take out Brock, Misty, and then the gym leader that allows you to use Surf, which I think is, like... I think that
Koga.
was Lucian's Surf?
Koga.
No, because I remember when I did it in Fire Rat, I think the order changed.
I
or
am
something.
literally looking at the wiki for the badges, and it says Soul Badge, which is Koga, allows for the use of HM Surf. Because you
Alright.
don't get Surf until the Safari Zone, which is in Koga's city, which is Gym 6.
So, when you played Pokemon Red, Blue, Fire Red, Blue, Green, right? Which gym did you use third? Because, like, you can choose between, like, 4 gyms. Like,
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
when you played Red, Blue, Green, or Fire Red, Blue, Green, right? Which gym did you do after you did Misty? Because, like, you've got a lot of choices.
Okay, I heard the first part of that, and then you said something about Brock and Misty? What?
My hand might have been on my mic. I don't know. Hang on. So, if you played Red,
The original
Blue,
games, go on. Something about Brock and Misty.
Yeah. So, after you beat Brock and Misty, right? Which gym did you take on next? I'm just curious. Did
The
you go
only
in
gym you can take on at
you
that point, which is
You can
Vermilion.
actually... No, you can actually change the order. You don't need to be at Lieutenant Surge for cut.
What?
Because I believe after you beat Misty, you can use cut, but that might be Fire Red, Leaf Green.
No. You have never, ever been able to use Cut after Misty. It's always been... Or wait, hold on. Wait,
No, I
no,
believe
let me
you
think.
can after-
Hold on, let me think.
Because you need to use it to get to the gym. You can't, like... You can't get to the gym until you have cut.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You get it from the... I had to stop and think. You get it from the SSN. And then that's how you get into the third gym. But you still
So,
can't get to any... Or wait. Hold on.
I
Or no,
think
can you get to
can
Erica?
either
Hold on.
use Flash or can't remember what TM or HME allows you to use. I know like Flash was either Brock or
Flash is Brock. Again, I'm literally looking at the page for this, so you can just ask me what each badge does.
Why do some people... Oh, sorry. Why do some
Why do some people...
Why do some people who play the Pokemon games play Loomian Legacy and like it better? I'm just curious.
I don't know if I
Probably
like
because-
Loomian Legacy better than the like actual Pokemon, but actual Pokemon, like modern Pokemon, has become dog shit in my opinion.
It's
Loomian
like,
Legacy
yeah.
returns to a lot of what the core of Pokemon was about without like sullying it with like a shit ton of cheap mechanics. And it
Yeah.
actually has a good story, and it's like you can tell the devs are actually putting time into it and giving a shit, and not just trying to pump out another game to make money.
So what are your opinions on Mega Evolution? I'm just curious. I absolutely hate Mega Evolution. Like, just coming from a PvP standpoint, it just got so broken because like you literally just need to spam one Mega for the entire thing, like Kangaskhan, like literally Mega Kangaskhan, just PTSD.
I think Mega Evolution would have been a really good feature if they added the balancing they did to Dynamaxing, where it
Where it's
lasted
like
until it was knocked out or 3 turns. I think that would have been a really good way to balance Megas without making them overpowered.
Or maybe make it like a charge mechanic where you have to kind of like either have a
No,
certain
charge
amount
mechanics are stupid. Because
well, like either
no,
have a
let
certain
me
amount of
finish.
speed, or like wait a
Let-
certain amount of
sh-
turns.
Let me finish. Charge mechanics in Pokemon are stupid because it's so easy to get swept before you can even get something like that up. It makes more sense to allow it to happen right away so you can deal with a strong opponent that's giving you trouble, rather than being like, oh, you have to send it in and then wait 3 turns for the Mega Evolution to charge up and be ready or something. Like, dude, my Pokemon is dead by that time.
I think the only good battle mechanic they've ever added, like past Gen 6, because like before the battle mechanics they added were just new types of battles. They weren't really like, and like battle items which have stayed in the game for a while, like they sometimes get taken out. So, like, I think the only system that I actually like that like is actually used throughout the entire game is the battle style system, where it's not like you don't really get like any specialty with it, but it's like you can either choose to get an extra turn, or you can get like have a more powerful or more potent move. I guess like,
What are you talking about?
such a cool mechanic. It like It
Oh,
also
are you
made
talking
the
about
game-
what they added in Legends Arceus? I have not played
Yeah.
that, so I had no idea what you were talking about for a second.
okay. So are you fine with
I know
my
what it is. I
spoilers or
haven't
not?
played it, but I know what it is. I still follow the news.
Are you fine with mild spoilers? I'm just asking.
There are people who may not have played Legend Arceus. I'd just say just because it's a live stream, no.
Okay, well I'm gonna say don't level grind because actually even if you were over leveled, there is a character in the game at a certain point where even if you are like over leveled, you will still have some difficulty. Like I kid you not, it's like literally the new Cynthia. It took me like 2 weeks to beat them. It was like it came as a surprise, and the only reason it took so long to beat was it's kind of like breaking the rules of Pokemon in a way. Like you'd have to play and like battle them to see what happens. Like it's just an incredibly draining battle.
Oh, fuck yeah, I do have a little more Cheez-Its left.
I think other than the graphics and the shiny hunting mechanics though, like literally Legends Arceus is just such a good change of pace for Pokemon. Like it is the one Pokemon game that has come out since Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire that has like genuinely kept my attention. It was like I actually had fun playing it. Like that was Repalumaka.
Wait, so you guys like Loomian Legacy because of like why?
I mean, for me, Loomian Legacy is just nostalgic to me. Like, and it's not like
yeah, that's almost
saying, like,
exactly what I was going to say. Is a
nostalgia.
big part of it is the nostalgia.
Like it's not Brick Bronze nostalgia because I barely ever played Brick Bronze, but like Loomian Legacy itself is just very nostalgic for me. It was the first game I was ever able to stream. It was like I don't know. It was there for me when Pokemon was just kind of like failing a little bit. It was like
Well, I wouldn't even say Loomian Legacy is Brick Bronze nostalgic, because Brick Bronze itself was just old school Pokemon
They
nostalgic.
feel like completely different games. Like if you open up Loomian, right, and you open up Brick Bronze, like, yes, they're both monster catching games, but like, Loomian is like graphically, battle mechanic wise, just like literally everything about Loomian is just a step up from. I know a lot of people complain,
Except for
oh,
the story.
why did they not just reuse the old map? Because they wanted to go out.
Okay,
and
hold on.
use video, like, they didn't,
Turtle,
like-
turtle. You cannot judge Loomian Legacy's story when we literally haven't seen any of it.
Exactly.
It was me that said the story, but the thing is, what I don't like about it is it's too many characters. That's all
I
I'm gonna
would
say.
agree to
It's too
disagree.
many
This is hardly any characters.
Yeah, let's
No,
see. We
it's
have
way
your
too
plan-
many.
we have
Like, we've
each
got
of the-
so many main characters, and it's like just looking like we're gonna be adding more. I feel like when you have a certain amount of characters, it just gets too crowded.
I don't really.
I don't know if I would
I-
call the siblings and whatnot main characters like Mabel, Lucas, and them. I kind
They're
of
kind of
consider
like
them
five-
to be one character. Like that gaggle of four. Like, Jake, I
Possible
definitely
might
consider
be
a distinct
something-
character. And then there's just the siblings as like one character.
I
in
can't
my
tell.
opinion.
I can't really tell who is like who's supposed to be your rival or something in the game. I really can't. In Loomian,
Three multiple rivals like Jake. Hopefully Mabel in this next update. Hopefully we actually finally get to battle Mabel. Like, it's been 3 years we still have not had a battle with Mabel. But I think the amount of main characters in this, like, it only totaled, or at least named characters, like, besides like any like event characters, like obviously Milo is like, he's really just more of like a. He might be a main character. It's possible there might be hidden lore behind him.
No,
but, like,
I would just call Milo an NPC. He's literally like a
okay.
shop vendor. That is his role. He is
How
a
funny would
shop
it be?
vendor.
how funny
You
would
do
it be
not
if
call
Milo
the
was actually, like,
swordsmith a
super
main character. He's just a vendor.
Okay. Here's why I say Milo has some sort of story significance. He's just always there, and he's always like, for some reason, he's always just like taking whatever you've got, like meteors. He's taking your, like, you always just have to wonder what's he doing.
It's
with
called capitalism. He
But,
is
like,
where the action is. That is just capitalism. Also, what's up, Virakus?
So I would just okay. This is a bit more of a joke, but how funny would it be? And if I actually predict this, I swear I will like actually like cry.
If you manage to
Milo
predict
is
something that Milo
actually
becomes
the-
part of the main story, I will give you my left kidney to sell on the black market.
Like, watch as Milo was the person who created Mutagon, right? Like, he's just like trying to make Mutagon 2 or something. Like, 'cause it really just makes you wonder what
Sometimes
need
I
does he
wonder
have for these meteorites? Like, I can understand the
I take
cookies,
it back.
maybe
If you're
it's-
right, I will give you both of my kidneys, and I'll just die, and you can sell them on the black market. There's no way you're right. Short of an
watch as
April
Milo has,
Fool's
like, some
update,
story
there's no way that's
significance, like-
ever coming into the game.
Okay, maybe not main story significance, but side story significance, right? Like, watch as they give him like his own set of lore in the future, like, because he's just always there. He's always like trying to sell you stuff for like
Okay, that I
it's a
could
weird
maybe see.
thing.
Like, if just one event, he just had like a little quest or something that gave some backstory to him, that I could see as like part of
Like,
an
you know
event.
how Mutagon's kind of like a side thing where you don't necessarily need to do it, but it's like it's a little. Oh, Mutagon. Speaking of which, but you know how Mutagon's kind of like a side quest thing that you can just do on your own time. Like, what I'm thinking is Milo's whole story is just kind of like if they give Milo his own story in Loomian Legacy, because like you have to think about it this way.
They wouldn't give
Because
him his
the
own
game is-
story. They would give him some backstory, is what might happen. And that is a
Non-
big might.
that has like a very important name. Like, besides like the mysterious Bob from Bob's Pond. Oh, Bob is hiding like a secret water roaming. As soon as you get surf, you surf in there, and he's like, he's in his cave. He's got a water roaming in there. 'Cause you like always hear about Bob from Bob's Pond, but you never see him. Where is he? Like, maybe Bob is Milo.
Again,
Bob is,
that is capitalism. You don't see the owner of Walmart working at a local Walmart. They're chilling in their
Okay.
mansion, reeling in the profits.
The only reason why I say Milo might have some sort of significance is that, like, what the heck is he doing with the cookies, the meat? Like, the cookies, that's a maybe. Maybe he's eating the cookies, but, like, what's he doing with those meteorites? You have to think, like,
Selling them to rich people who want shiny rock?
but who's buying them? Like, you don't see anybody buying them. Like, but then look at Cosmere. Cosmere is actually, like, eating it, right? And, like, Cosmere gives them energy or something. I don't know, but, like, you've got to think, what if Milo actually, like, has some sort of mild story? Just a little bit of lore that ties them into the main story. Like, I would just love if they managed to do that. And,
Maybe
like,
Milo himself just likes shiny space rock. Don't judge the man.
I mean, I like some shiny space rock.
I thought you were going to say something else there for a moment. I was like, wait, he's streaming.
Get your mind out the gutter, boy.
Please don't beat me, Mr. Mickey Mouse. I swear I'll be
Bruh. They should
You violated the
actually.
Disney Fun rules. Get ready to be sent to camp.
Wait, why you leveling up a level 45 Zulong?
I'm not. This is the dude, or this is the Loomian I used to sweep Teddy. I'm leveling up the other things in my party.
Oh.
Wait, you're leveling up a two? Just use the beach person. They're so much better. You don't have
No,
Do
you're
you-
wrong.
Do you use actual PvPs though?
I could. I know how to make them, and like I could easily make some, but no, I don't actually have any. I just haven't bothered.
So you just use like whatever nature, like the story. That's your story team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I have a story team too, but I feel like I need to make a box just for my story Loomians so I don't get them all mixed up. I need to do that.
I mean, my team is just basically my flex team at this point. It's like literally, I just keep my Gamma Ranger, my Green Dust.
What's up?
What's up? I just rather prefer using the team I used for the story.
Alright, what's
in
up,
my
Joe?
opinion.
Oh, Jabba lives in the stream.
Yep, he just joined chat.
Yeah.
I just rather like using the team I used for my story better, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna make the story box like right now.
So, I have another quick little debate. So, do you think Grinch is more iconic or Gamma Ranger is more iconic?
Oh,
This
I'm
is-
sorry. Before we get to that, I just wanted to say, you are actually dead wrong about the beach trainer being better. Teddy has one fewer Loomian, but his Loomians give like twice the XP that the other chick does. If you
It's not about the
actually,
amount of XP. It's
What?
just about the moves that they can use because you have to think about it. He gives twice the XP, but the battles might take twice as long because he like dodge. Like literally, all of his Loomians have dodge, and you have to like hope that the RNG doesn't make it like use quick attack.
I've never seen his Swimp use dodge. Sometimes it uses quick attack, and I have to heal like every 20 battles or something.
Oh, it's like it just gets so annoying because he uses like a quick attack, he uses like dodge, and it's just like
Yeah, you just use some like medicine. God knows you're getting an ungodly amount of money from battling him. Just use some fucking super potions or something to recover that health.
in the same spot and just grind for like an endless amount of time without having to buy the medicine. Like it's a minor inconvenience, and it's not like
Like, dude, it is
not
700
bad.
cash for one medium med. Let's assume I heal at 50 so to heal my Zulong to full. That's 1,400 cash, like every 20 battles maybe or something. And doesn't Teddy give like 800 cash a battle? You're still going to be making mad profit and getting more XP
Yeah, it's
and
not about
not
the-
losing money.
because I mean using the money isn't really it's the fact that like you would actually have to go out and get the discs. Like you just kind of like waste that little bit of time just like because he like basically weakens all of the Loomians because he's like just constantly using like the quick attack and like.
What do you
sometimes
mean
he doesn't.
all of my Loomians? The only one I'm sending out is Zulong. It one-shots everything. And again,
I haven't played Loomian
I am
Legacy.
literally about to be through a full battle and I didn't even take damage.
That is such
Okay,
good
there.
argument.
He finally uses Quick Pounce. A whopping 6 damage from one battle. And I have 150 health. That means 100 divided by 6, that's 10, 15, that's about 18 battles before I got a heal, give or take. Also, Goopsy, I wanted to show you something on stream real quick. That's not Loomian Legacy. Go take a quick look at stream.
I gotta pull it up real quick. 1 second.
Just go to stream announcements in my server. You can find the link to it right there.
Yeah.
You made your server a community server, but how is it technically a community server?
Because it's... Well, it's not yet, really. But it's for my YouTube channel at this point. And so it's kind of building a community around my YouTube channel.
And what was the server here before, like, your YouTube channel was made?
It was kind of just a private friend server that I invited friends to and talked about gaming. And it was just more like just a big friend group of people I knew.
Once.
Goopsy, you looking at stream now?
Yeah.
Should we get into the debate about which is more iconic, Grinch or Gamma Reindeer? Or,
Oh, Grinch, 100%. It's not even a competition.
believe it or not, so, like, you can literally go into a server, right?
Just because you
More
have something
people will know what a Gleam Halloween Dusk It is than they will know what a Grinch or Gamma Reindeer. Like,
Not
I
fun.
literally will go into a server, right? Nobody knows what a Gamma Reindeer, like, even people with Grinches, they'll be like, what the heck is that? And it's like, they have to explain that that's a Grinch. But as soon as
Okay,
they see a Gleam Halloween Dusk It, they're like, oh my gosh, Gleam Halloween Dusk It, how do you have it? And it's like, how do they know what a Gleam Halloween Dusk It is? Which is literally, like, not...
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
maybe-
Hypno, 1 second. I wanted to
Well,
hear
first of all, they
Goopsy's
said they
opinion
didn't
on
know
the
what
stream.
that was. So it might just be so rare they've never seen one before.
Sorry, I dragged you out just so I could talk to you in private for 5 seconds.
No,
You're
I
watching
get you.
stream, right?
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I see stream.
Dark Matter Knives, I got a Crimson Blue Dwarf. Sentinel Asteroid Cadet Stat Track. Chancellor Asteroid with Red Effect. The Eclipse Royal Damascus Stat Track. I really wish that had been the Infuser. That was what I really want right now, is the Infuser Stat Track. But Infuser Royal Damascus. And a stupid amount of Chancellor Asteroids. I really want that stat track as well. And obviously the Blue Dwarf stat track, but I did not get that.
I mean, go crazy, I guess.
Yeah, I literally dropped like 4,500 Robux on crates the other day. It's not good.
I guess I got you to like that game.
Yeah, but yeah, no, did you hear they're adding a summer event on the 22nd with a limited time crate?
I wasn't aware of this.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll grab
not, like-
the announcement from the Axillary Studios Discord.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Rabbit. I play this game for fun on occasion when I'm tired of people sweating in balance. That's when I play this game. So I don't really like keep up with like when it's updating and stuff like that, but I will hop on the game with you or something like that just for fun on occasion.
Yeah, anyways, I sent you the update info that they mentioned on Discord. I'm going to jump back to the Roblox chat.
Yeah, huge.
Me and back when Rainbow Six came out, that was like everybody wanted, you know, like it was just
I'm back.
the top Loomian you can get.
I like how I was the one that said welcome back, even though
Welcome back to WatchMojo.com.
Alright, let me get back into Loomian here. Now that I'm done showing off the skins in Rush Point.
So anyway, we were talking about which one was the most like. So the argument was that Gamma Reindeer, the only reason like you could say it's more iconic is that when Grinch was announced, it was kind of like very subtle, not as many people knew about it. And like
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
didn't even
they-
know
talk
Grinch
about
was a like. I didn't even know Santa Ragoon was a thing, and I played the shit out of that event.
there weren't as many people hunting during that event as there were the the second Christmas event, right? So like,
Well, they didn't like announce it
During-
anywhere public. It wasn't
when
in
they
like.
actually announced the Gamma Reindeer would be in the game, people were like, "Oh my gosh, I want to find a Gamma Reindeer!" Like, it was just this big thing that people could find, right? And like, there was also the whole controversy of like Gamma Reindeer should be more than Grinch, right? Because it was rare, and yeah, technically now there's more Grinch or more Gamma Reindeer. But there was just a lot more surrounding Gamma Reindeer than there ever was Grinch, which is why.
Okay, well,
I think
first of
it was
all, there wasn't as many players when the Grinch was out.
exactly.
There wasn't nearly as many players, so not as many people.
And
know.
even the players that were there, a lot of them didn't even know Santa Ragoon was a thing. I literally farmed the hell out of the icicles back in 2019 and had no idea Santa Ragoon was in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Well, yeah, because you probably mainly farmed the icicles and not actually hunted for the
I actually think that Gamma Reindeer is
The
more
only thing
iconic
to
because of-
hunt was Santa Ragoon. So if you didn't know Santa Ragoon was there, you didn't realize you should be hunting. And so the
Wow.
only thing that you knew to do during the event was farm the icicles because you didn't know there was something to hunt.
And that's why I say Gamma Reindeer is just like, as they actually announced that Gamma Reindeer existed, it was like this big announcement. It was like, oh my gosh, Gamma Reindeer is a thing. I've got to go hunt that. Like more people actually like hunted that event for one.
Okay, but
Also had
even
the-
if they hadn't announced that Gamma Reindeer was going to be a thing, people still knew that the actual reindeer was a thing. And so people were hunting for it. That was not the case for the Santa Ragoon. I'm not
Like,
saying that people
Santa
didn't
Ragoon
realize
is
that
like-
Grinch itself wasn't a thing. I'm saying people didn't even realize basic Santa Ragoon was a thing. So they weren't even searching for a regular one, let alone a Grinch.
I also think Gamma Reindeer, like, there was more controversy about it because, like, not that the Gamma Reindeer had any problems, it's that, like, there was more controversy about trade community trying to say it should be less than Grinch at the time, and it was like
Oh yeah.
big news, and that was like a thing that like made Gamma Reindeer that more, especially to the people who owned it. Like, it was like
The
were
only
like-
reason I think Gamma Reindeer ended up more valuable than Grinch is because you can ride
Yeah,
the
Grinch
saddle
more
for Gamma Reindeer, which gives it a flex status as a saddle, whereas Grinch doesn't have that. Yeah, you can have a Grinch following you, and people are going to be like, oh my god, a Grinch. But it's still not the same as literally using your Gamma Ikazoon to get around as like an actual part of your saddle party or whatever.
But I think even beyond that though, there's only two Loomians that I think actually have more of an iconic status. So I think in second place would have to be Gleam Halloween Dusket. 'Cause I mean, like, you just see people with Gleam Halloween Duskets all the time, right? Like, you always see a server with somebody with a Gleam Halloween Dusket, and they're still very, very old, right? People
Okay,
knew
and
they existed.
again, I do want to point out, Saddle Flex. Halloween Dusket has the Dusket saddle. You can ride it. Saddle Flex automatically makes something more coveted.
And then there was also the fact that like literally there were 6 different colors of it, so it was like it just stood out so much more.
Okay, what's the other one? What's the
That
other one?
was-
Do you guys really trade? Do you guys? Are you guys? Oh yeah, you guys. You're not really a trader, Rabbit Warrior. You're just
No.
like some.
No.
I avoid trading like the plague.
You
Like,
and
I
Oh,
used
yeah.
to trade and I just quit like a while ago.
I hate trading, bro.
But I think the only other one that is actually more iconic than any of the other Loomians, like just out of memory, was Rainbow S Pyramid. It was just kind of like back when Gammas came out, at least. Like now it's a little bit different, but like anybody who was there back when Gammas were out, right? Like Rainbow S Pyramid was just the like it was the top of what you could find in Loomian Legacy at that time. Like literally, like I think the only person who found one back then was Ominous, so it was like literally like everybody was like, if I got a Gamma, if I were to get one, it would be like a Rainbow S Pyramid or something, and it's just like I just kind of remember that where it's like that was the one Loomian that everybody wanted to find. I think it was because of Ominous, how he found his. It was like people are like, if Ominous
I
can
also
find one,
find
maybe
it
I can.
funny how finding a Gamma Pyramid is still like a threshold for hunters, where like you're not taken seriously as like a proper serious hunter until you find a Gamma Pyramid. Doesn't
I
matter if
think so.
you found a regular Gamma
Guess I'm
Realm.
never a serious hunter. I'm
I
fine
hate-
with it.
Honestly, hunting is fun, but it's so pay to win in Loomian Legacy compared to Doodle World where it's free to
Hunting
play.
isn't fun unless you.
Doodle World's
Unless
hunting
you
is
pay.
kind of So it's like
Doodle World hunting is actually fun.
Why?
Doodle World's
I'm not
hunting
gonna
is
start a whole
mind-numbing,
about it.
but it is actually plausible without cash.
Yes.
and then if you want to play a free-to-play hunt, you want a good hunt, just go into like Pokemon or something. Like play Pokemon. Pokemon's always had some really good hunts, like because like Doodle isn't really hunting to me. At the very least, like only based on how the mechanic works, like because like
What?
you have to look at it this way. Hunting is kind of like unless you're soft resetting for something, right? Like there is a degree of RNG.
I think the main issue with Doodle World's hunting is that you can't call it quote-unquote hunting if after a certain point, even if it is a very high number, you're basically guaranteed hidden trait misprint.
You're also guaranteed the doodle. Like most, it increases the odds of the doodle itself, and I just think that kind of like messes with the actual hunting itself. It's just like, yeah, it makes it easier to chain, but it's like, let's just say Doodle World hunting is so convenient it just bores me. Like,
Yeah,
as somebody who
Yeah,
goes
it does bore me.
hardcore hunting,
they made
like
it
I'm a bit more
too
hardcore.
easy.
I don't care if they made it too easy. I just don't care.
I think the only reason they did that is like I've noticed a trend with Doodle. It's pandering to the whiny kids. Like look at the time where one of the devs almost died of an allergy attack, right? So you know what the community whines about? That the update was delayed by 1 day or two, and the devs said this is no reason to delay the update by a day because one of the devs almost died. You can tell that they have to pander to these fans, to these kids, right? Otherwise, like the kids are gonna scream at them.
Oh, I forgot to
Bruh.
turn my camera back on.
The same thing happened to Loomian Legacy when it got delayed over something and they received death threats.
At least Loomian, they go like, you know what? We just be patient. We're just delaying it because we can. Like, stop being so impatient. Just let us take our time to update this.
I
You
also
can't-
love that there's literally... Isn't there an auto-respawn thing in the Loomian Legacy Discord? That if you ask when the update is, won't
It's
a
just when
bot
it's ready.
auto-reply? It'll come out when it comes out.
Yeah, it's like when it's ready. Or, like when it's done.
I left the Loomian Legacy help server because I was only there to lay out some suggestions, and when they removed the suggestions, I left the server. I was like, why is there no suggestions?
Also, there's another thing that I think makes the Loomian Legacy Discord server so much better than Doodle World Discord server. There's just so much less toxicity in the Loomian Legacy Discord server than the Doodle World Discord server. And I think a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
it's
kinda
because
true.
it's more condensed. Because like Loomian really has like 3 communities. You've got the maybe 4 because like one is kind of more like a sub community, I guess. Like you basically got your hunting community. You've got your which also
Hunting,
kind of
trading, and PvP. Those are the 3 communities.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
kind of split between the 3. It's only more like cases tend to be more isolated. Like I think people tend to make a mountain out of a molehill out of a lot of these things at the trade community. Trade community itself is not toxic. It's just there's so many isolated cases that like, people think the community is toxic. It's just there's like these really big isolated cases that people make a mountain out of. Like
Like
non.
3 minutes ago, I said like, hey, what's the value of blah 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 Gleam Halloween Blue Wiccasion? Because I was just checking the value myself. And apparently I'm worth like 94 GR, and someone DM'd me, yo Joe, do you have a Gleam Halloween Blue Wiccasion?
Of course,
How
like,
much power I feel once I say, yo, I have a blah blah blah. Like, hey, you trading it?
I don't like the
So-
trade community.
I don't need
I
it.
can't believe how few boosts you used to find that too. That was like
They suck.
another freaking Gamma Snaggle. Come on.
I've worked on this
Give it to me
enough for
now.
today.
Honestly, I'm just excited. I just hope they add daily quests in Loomian Legacy or something to get people free boost tokens, like so that I
They
can cut
really
my
should.
cost on it.
That would revive.
You
the
know what's
game
weird?
a
For
lot.
like a community that's full of kids, literally the Doodle
Okay,
World
hold on,
community.
hold on. I just had an idea. What if Milo ends up being in like a back alley in Atlanthean City and it gives you daily quests to get him like certain information on Loomians? Like, hey, go catch
could get it
me
to Black
a X and then he
Like
gives you
him,
like reward points that you can then use to redeem boost tokens or shards. And then like he'll have a line of dialogue where like you can ask him, "So what are you doing here?" And he'll just reply, "What do you think I do between the events? You think I just stop existing?"
Well, I mean, he did exist outside of an event once, and give you like a few boost tokens for like some money.
What are you talking about? When was this?
The one that was on Route 8, and it was for like a week or two, I think.
For what?
It was for a week or two. Milo was on Route 8, like near the end, near where the cones are, right? And he gave you I think he gave you 3 boost tokens for like 150,000 Rumi coins or something.
I don't remember this.
It was a very It was like a very small window of time that was there.
Yeah, it's like I just want Loomian Legacy to make hunting more free to play and a little bit convenient for some people. Like in Brick Bronze.
They did mention how there's going to be a new way to hunt, like in the future. I'm just hoping it's not going to be like easy hunting. I want it to be like difficult. Because like the only reason I cannot play Doodle at this moment is like one toxic on Discord server. Let's just say I had to deal with a little bit of toxicity there, and it left a bad impression on me.
I don't interact with the Doodle World community, but except I just hate the server because I feel like the server is just all like not really organized for a big gaming community.
Yeah,
Like Doodle
I'm
World.
in the
Moderator.
Doodle World server, but I'm literally only in it for the announcements channel and like codes and stuff.
This is more just like a bit of an observation. So,
reason I
compared to the Loomian Legacy devs, right? The Doodle World devs act like they're robots. They literally yeah, they technically like make announcements, quote unquote, interacting with the community, but like they don't go into the server. They don't actually like talk with people. They don't like interact like normal people. Like the Loomian Legacy devs, they will actually like go into the Discord server. They'll join their game and they'll have like normal conversations with everybody. And I'd actually like,
Bro, the Lando Q&A is a perfect example. They joined to sing our Menti happy birthday, and it turned into like a 3-hour Q&A meme session.
exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
I love how the Loomian Legacy devs, like, when they interact with the community, they actually interact with the community. They're not just like, oh, here's a free code. That's communication. That's not communication. That's just
Hey,
like,
sorry, we had
it
a
feels like
small delay or downtime or bug. Here's a code for some free gems. Shut the fuck up.
it feels like a corporation that just wants your money. Like, look at the roulette. That's literally Raid Shadow Legends in a nutshell. It's not an RPG.
Oh, yeah, no, I fucking hate that roulette. That roulette is so dumb because it literally, there's certain doodles right now that you can only get through roulette, and it's so annoying because it's like, as a completionist, I hate the fact that
Hold
if
on
I
a second,
don't
let me
spend
check.
money, I can't have everything right now.
It will be added eventually, though.
Okay, but it's not in now, and that
It's going
pisses
away.
off my OCD.
Well, what I've done is I've just joined like every day or something. Sometimes I trade just to try and get a bunch of Easter rats, and I've ended up trading for like 2 Easter skins.
Oh,
That's one
just
thing
don't
for
even
me.
mention trade. Okay. All I'm gonna say is never mention trading inside of the Doodle World Discord server. They will literally explain to you in like 10 paragraphs why trading bad, trading poopy, because Loomian Legacy trading community toxic, even though they met it at the same level of toxic. Like, they will literally mention why trading is poopy. It should not be in the game. Like, why we shouldn't have any rare things in the game because trading poopy bad. Ha 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 ha. Sad. So, like. They're kids. Like, the Doodle World community is just kids. Not everybody there. Like, most people in the Doodle World
Easter
community
skins
are
are
not.
so overpriced, and them just not allowing trade list has caused so much chaos, and it's so funny. Because one person might trade an Easter skin for like air, and one person might trade like something that's worth like 47 of them just for one.
I don't think trade lists are bad. I just think
Hey,
some of
what's
the
up, Johnny?
systems they use for trade
Atlantean
lists-
is actually coming on Friday, in 2 days.
Bruh. What?
Yeah, sorry. If someone talks in chat, I'm going to steamroll over you guys to reply to them. Just fair warning.
That's fine.
Bro, I was gonna
But,
go hide for once.
Like, I don't trade, but I don't think trade lists were ever the problem. I think it's really just some of the methodologies behind those trade lists that was the problem. Like, look at Nature's, for example, right? That was like one of the worst parts of that whole trading system, is that like if you had a quote unquote ideal nature, it was worth like way more than it would be with a different nature.
Honestly, what I would do if I owned a game like Doodle World or Loomian Legacy, I would like see the trading lists, and if something was like valued too high, or like how many there is, I would say like, hey, you should knock this value down.
See, that's the funny thing about how trading and values work in a free market. It doesn't matter how much power you have. You cannot change the public's opinion on what something is worth once they have decided it. That has to happen naturally. You cannot force your hand and say, no, that's not worth it, because that is just your opinion. People will still refuse to trade it for the value a president has said it's worth, because they believe it's worth more. And that is just how free market trade works, and you cannot
like,
force that without
That's the point
crippling
where
your
you
economy.
become a rat, and as the owner of the game, you released 57 for free.
That is literally like black market stuff where it's like there's actually like a price ceiling or whatever, like price floor, price ceiling, whatever. I forget the terminology, but like it's where they set a price wall or price floor, price ceiling, right? And it's like the excess amount becomes the black market where it's like at a higher price or like lower price because like again, it's just those people that like want to like abuse that, and that's what the trading community does. It's like even if something should be like, for example, Rainbow Extract, I think they should be worth more because again, I mean, they were incredibly good, but a lot of trade
Honestly, a
communities
Rainbow Wisp
argue that
should be at least worth like half a GR. It's worth like a fifth of that.
yeah, and that to me is just kind of stupid because like a Rainbow Wisp is
I think Rainbow Wisp should be
100
at minimum 35 times its the equivalent gamma.
I think 100 times because it's like
Not 100. You have to remember, a Rainbow
100
Wisp is
times
only a
is
1 in
2
35 for gammas. And so just
No, it's
having
only
that as a
100
flat accepted value that because Rainbow Wisp is a 1 in 35 on any gamma, it's just intrinsically worth roughly 35 times the basic gamma.
a Rainbow Wisp is a 128 chance, not a 135 chance.
I thought they updated it to be 1 in 35.
No, it's 128.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's 128. It's
I definitely would have found more by now.
Yeah, if it was 1 in 35, you'd be finding them like every so often. Like they are incredibly rare. They're 100. Like the odds of actually finding
Honestly,
a random
I've been blessed by my Rainbow Wisp being a Twilight, a pure nimble rat.
Johnny, are you still in chat?
And the only reason I know this is because I am in a server with Rainbow Wisp. Like, I am in a server with a bunch of Rainbow Wisp roaming owners. Like, we have, it is 100.
Honestly, Hypnotic, if I spent as many boost tokens as you, I would be way richer than you, low-key.
I don't spend as many as I used to, I'm gonna be honest.
My RNG is too good. Like,
Bro, did you see my Christmas RNG, though?
how many boost tokens did you spend?
I spent about 100 hours of boosts, and I found Gamma Wobblisk, Gamma Ice Mutagon, Gamma Dark Green Pure Brawny Icicle, Alpha Dusket Pure Nimble, Gamma Light Blue as well. That one was not Pure Brawny though. 3 Gamma Snowels, 2 Gamma Kleptykes,
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright.
and all of that was in 100 hours of boost tokens.
Okay.
I think my only event, I mean, all of my events have had some Like, I think my 3 best events were this recent Halloween event, the second Christmas event where I got my Gamma Reindeer.
Oh, sorry, I forgot another. I also found an Alpha Ice Mutagon as well as the Gamma Ice Mutagon.
Did I find a Gamma Valentine's fan cub or
That moment where you literally found so much that event, you can forget a whole ass Alpha Roam.
that was actually my Valentine's event. I literally the only reason I forget so much about that event, not that I forget the event, was that my biggest highlight that event was literally being the only person to find some Gamma Valentine's. Like, I kid you not, it's like on YouTube. Like,
Oh, I'm
don't
still
know.
dying of
I've
laughter
heard
at how
of
many
one of-
massive L's my friend took in trading. Like, he took some of the biggest L's I've ever seen in Loomian Legacy.
me?
No, Carp Hunter, that guy.
Oh, for the
Mutagon King.
Mutagon.
He traded his Gleam Halloween Ikazun for like 5 GR. It's worth like 30 plus right now.
Oh yeah, you know something weird.
He traded his Gamma Xmas Mutagon for like 30 GR.
So I've heard that Gamma Pariti might have actually gone up very much in value, significantly. So there was somebody who said that they traded for a Gamma Pariti for 3 GRs, and then they subsequently traded it for like, I think like 2 or 1.5 GRs or something, back to the original owners. And it was like, yeah, Gamma Pariti, which I have 2, right, in my own LT, has apparently gone up to like 1 to 3 GRs, and it makes so much sense why. Because like
Honestly, that's understandable.
it's a non.
It is a pain in the ass to get.
And it's really hard. It was always hard in the first place, right? Like, it was always like one of the like. It's one of my favorite hunts. I love the difficulty of that hunt. Like, nobody ever hunted it in the first place, so there just weren't that many of them. I mean, technically, you can rally itself. Its Gamma was. I think after all that time, there's still even a random like.
Just realized I can kind of use my Alpha Cephalops for PvP if I wanted to.
Yeah, but non-pity gammas, they just like, with the exception of maybe the fossils, because they are technically like soft items, soft resets, so it's like, yeah, but for any like non-route rare, non-pity gamma, like, I don't know, Gamma's really just like really
Honestly,
skyrocket-
Hypnotic, the Doodle like chaining is the better version of the pity. It just
No. Pity is like leads better. Like,
I would agree.
it has actual RNG, and it's like there's excitement for the pity encounter where like with chaining, it's just like it's literally the same as running around in circles, except you're just knocking out the doodle.
Okay, that's what hunting is in Loomian Legacy.
Everything. Like a
That is
thing.
exactly what hunting is in Loomian Legacy. You're running around in circles, except you're actually in a trade. In Doodle World, you just do like one more step. Kill it.
Really hunting though in doodle. It's like you're
Yes.
guaranteed absolutely everything. at a
Okay.
certain point.
Let me put it this way. What you have to realize is that, yes, it is just running around and then adding an extra step, but it is the end execution of the result of that that matters. In Loomian Legacy, you are working towards a guarantee that will happen, granted if you're full pay to win, within about 100 encounters. That means every roughly, as long as you're actually properly doing encounters, every roughly 30 minutes or so, 30, 45, maybe an hour, depending on how fast you're hunting, you are guaranteed something. I can sit down and chain, say, moss, something that's actually fairly rare, for literally 6 hours before seeing a single misprint. That is the big difference. The chaining is working towards a very slow guarantee that takes a lot of time and is not enjoyable to watch because there's no build-up or suspense of like, we're about to get it, guys. What do you think it's about to be? Put your guesses in chat what this pity's gonna be. There's no interactivity. It's just boring.
Where like at least when you're like doing the pity and Loomian, right? Like, yes, you're guaranteed an alpha, and people will say, but that's the same as you. No, it's not even close because like you still have RNG involved. You're not guaranteed the specific. I mean, like roaming pig is a little bit different, but you're not guaranteed a gleam on roaming pig. So, it's a little bit weirder because technically not roaming around. But there is a lot more RNG involved in pig. So when you actually do find what you're looking for, you have more of a feeling of like adrenaline, like that excitement. Where when you find what you're looking for in Doodle, because it's always going to be guaranteed to be what you're looking for at a certain point, which, like, given the odds of, like, a full odds misprint hidden trait and then the actual guaranteed number where you're going to get it on Sheen, like, it is significantly less time.
Okay, I'm gonna condense your words for you. It takes it from a sense of, oh my god, we finally found it! We managed to get it! To a sense of, oh my god, we finally got it. It's about time. Because it takes it from a sense of the stars finally aligned to, oh my god, we finally got it, to brute force by increasing the odds enough. Ugh. It takes away all the sense of the mystery and excitement and turns it into a sense of just slowly chipping away at the odds until it's so high that you've put in so much work that it takes it from a RNG thing to a, oh my god, my work finally paid off, we finally found it, I can move on to the next thing.
I think the other people argue about is that, but why don't you hunt full odds, or why don't you just go for 10s? Like, there's two other factors to make shiny hunting good.
Hey, what's up, SJ?
So there's one, the actual appeal of like the design that you're going, like when you actually want to go for something, right? Like, so let's take Tint and Doodle versus Wisps and Loomian Legacy, right? So Tint and Doodle, while it is like a rare thing, it doesn't mean it's really that interesting. Like, it doesn't have a
I will counter, though. Multiple tints are actually really cool. Having that color shift of multi-tint is hella cool, but it's way too rare.
Yeah. It's more like, so Tint and Doodle are more like Wisps and Loomian Legacy, where they should be more like, kind of like the flavor bit of like a... So Wisps and Loomian Legacy, you only have a certain chance of getting a specific Wisp, but that's kind of like the point of it. It's like, it's not meant to be what you're
The main issue is basic tints, because they're only 1 in 500, aren't that cool because they're common enough. But to actually get to cool territory in double tints is way too insanely rare at 1 in 250,000. And that's before you even get to something crazy like triple tint, which is 1 in 125 million for a triple tint. That's absolutely insane.
Oh, so you want to know how you catch a liar in Doodle World when like, do you want to know how you catch a liar in Doodle World who basically like, even with like screenshot evidence of these things, right? Who say they got like a 1 in a trillion Doodle, right? Literally, like, you can look at evidence inside of the Loomian Legacy, right? So there's only roughly like 10 million to 24 million rainbow roamings in the game, right? And that took 3 years to find that 20, right? So these people are telling me it took them 1 month to find a 1 in a trillion odds, which nobody in Loomian Legacy has ever managed to do in the 3 years. Not even like a 1 in a billion odds in this game. Like, literally, these people in Doodle, I'm trying to say they found 1 in a trillion odds Doodles, like, so incredibly rare, like, within a month of hunting. That's not, like, that is not feasible. There is no way. You can be incredibly lucky, but, like, considering the statistics of it, and looking at Loomian history, right, like, where the game has been out for far longer than Doodle, right, and there's not as many people with these 1 in a millions, right?
Okay, Turtle,
Little
why does your
even
mic
find a 1 in a
keep
billion
sounding... Turtle, why does your mic keep sounding like you're talking from 3 feet away?
Oh, because my,
I'm
I don't know, phone, my fingers are covering my mic.
Tissue in it.
It's because my fingers are on my mic sometimes, because I'm on mobile, and, like, I'm trying to hold my charger in my phone, it's like... Like, I don't know how many times you will look and see like people who hack in like these rare doodles in Doodle World, like they just don't care. They literally, you don't see that happening as often in Lim as you do in it's a like they say they don't care about value, but like that's just going way too far. It's like I think the one reason why I can respect them, like I don't agree with trading. I agree with values. I agree with like something being a little bit more flexy than something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like I don't agree with the system where like you don't have anything that's rare or somewhat flexy that you can hunt for and just show off. Like, just because you have something rare doesn't mean it needs to be like this trade community problem thing. Like, I don't really think Loomian Legacy trade community would have gotten out of hand if it weren't for the maker system. There's just a lot of reasons why it went out of hand, but it's not because there's rare Loomians. Like, I mean, look at Pokemon, right? Pokemon has rare shinies, right? Like, they have stuff that takes art, but they don't have a toxic trade community. They don't have like they don't have the same problems as people say that
That's
Loomian
because they
Legacy
don't have
has.
trading hubs where you can just spam and talk to people. It doesn't have that social aspect, and I think that's a big part of what makes Pokemon so much more of a chill trading, is that the people who are just casual trading are only going to end up trading with the other casual traders, not the people who are trying to trade for profit. Also, the fact that Pokemon just, like, actively lets you hack in stuff to your single player, and as long as you don't try and trade it, they don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas if you try and hack something in, and even if you're not trading it in Loomian Legacy, they're going to ban your account.
I think that trading is perfectly fine as long as it's not like organized, like program. Like as long as it's not like big organized trading, right? Like I think trading is fine. I think trading is like a really cool thing and it brings people together. But like as long as you can't like get too organized about it, like having like these like big trade communities, like again what Loomian likes, like.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, but you guys have been saying the exact same thing for the past 30 minutes.
Fair enough.
I think that's because Turtle just ends up rambling.
I do that a lot. I have a problem.
We can tell.
Damn,
I'm
no
not
need to
gonna
call him
lie,
out so
I'm pretty
ruthlessly.
sure I spaced out. I'm pretty sure I spaced out like 20 minutes ago and I finally just snapped back to it.
Markiplier in
I could
space
tell
with
I was
Thanos.
bored this entire
Oh
time.
my god. Oh, speaking of Markiplier, I really need to watch his full Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe playthrough. I think I'm like 30 minutes in right now.
That look at back! Nostalgic. I just remember it's like Stanley walked into the broom closet. He swiftly walked out. Like just, I love the narrator. The narrator is like the game that like,
Sorry, I got distracted by something.
How far in am I?
what I love is that like the Stanley Parable does what the Hello Neighbor tried to do, but it actually worked.
28. I'm
Like,
about half an hour into the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Markiplier's video of it. I watched Jack's full video on it, but he didn't actually explore that much, to be honest. Versus what seemed
I
like
think
was
it's
there.
built on exploring. That's like that was like the one thing nobody expected of that. The Stanley Parable actually releasing like a sort of people sort of like just more like DLC but not really DLC, like a re-release with like DLC aspects to it. Like,
It's an expansion. What it is an expansion. Hey, what's up, Ducky? Ducky, you don't need to get rid of it. It'll carry over to Atlanthean.
you know what I'm hoping we get in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet when they eventually like do it?
No, because
No
I
more
don't
version
care.
exclusive legendaries. Literally, I am getting so tired of version exclusive legendaries, just kind of like making the plot kind of turn out to be a little bit more boring now. Because, like, I mean, I think there's only one game that did it. Like, Pokemon, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, I think they kind of sort of did it right. It's still pretty much the same story, just like.
The Groudon and Kyogre were still version exclusive. However, in Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, they were not.
Like, literally, the only difference between Sword and Shield, right, is that one dog is Sword and one dog is Shield, and that's it. You just choose which legendary you want. And you're never going to use the thing. You're never going to actually, like, use your Sword dog or Shield dog because they're at the end of the game. There's no story difference. It's just two different version exclusive dogs, and it's like, why did I buy this? Why did I, like...
Yeah, I played that game
Don't
through,
forget,
and I bought the
though,
DLC,
there's,
played
like-
it for 5 minutes, and never played it again.
Don't forget, though, there's like 3 Pokemon that you can only get in one version, and like 3 Pokemon you can only get in the other version. So you guys have to buy both versions if you want to be a completionist, because fuck you.
I mean, it kind of sort of encourages trading, which is what the original games had. Like,
Or just tell your
I
friend to buy
understand.
it.
That actually does encourage you to, like, trade with other people. But,
I feel like Oris is younger than 2014. Hold on.
Aura is like, I think that was kind of like Pokemon's like well, sort of.
Oh my god, it was 2014. Holy shit, I feel old.
I think Auraz was definitely the best of the 3D Pokemon main series games because, like, obviously if you're going into like the spin-off games, there's way better 3D spin-off games, but like,
Oh my
Oris
god, I know,
definitely-
right? Fucking Mystery Dungeon. I want them to release another Mystery Dungeon game that's not for the Switch. I hate the Switch. I don't want to get a Switch.
just imagine.
Mystery Dungeon is not a series that needs to be on the Switch. It is not that graphics intensive. Leave it on the
But do you know
DS.
the one does need to be on Switch? Like the one game I really want to see get remade. Pokemon freaking Conquest. That game just
Oh, that
it
game
hits
slaps.
it hits hard, and it's like they don't even really need to like remake. Like they don't need to like do a new game.
Re-release it even. Just give an updated version for the Switch, like a download of it.
Like 2D sprites too. I want it to stay in that same artistic like medium.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Kind of like what the so you know the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy, right? When they went
Ew. What
kind
about
of like
it?
updated it for the Switch, right?
No, I have never played it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never played a Phoenix Wright or an Ace Attorney game?
No.
Okay. Stop what you're doing. Like just literally go on Steam or something. Get
No.
Ace Attorney. Right?
No.
You have not lived until you have played an Ace Attorney game. They are
Well,
like
I'm dead inside, so that's no surprise.
they are leagues above other
Just
games.
I've never lived and I never will.
There's
I mean,
just
I've
this certain
lived.
community
Y'all,
that's
I don't know what y'all talking about. I got a girlfriend.
Let me get real with you. I get no bitches. Absolutely zero play.
Riddle me this, fat man. I have this and you do not. What do I have?
A girlfriend.
Parents! Hey, y'all seen the new She-Hulk trailer?
I don't really watch Marvel anymore. I literally think it's just going to be a clone of
Get
other
out.
Marvel
Bye.
movies. Like,
Get out. Bye.
big
You're banned.
superhero
Nope,
battle,
shut up.
big
Bye.
villain.
I'm kidding. Go on.
It's literally just been the trend with Marvel movies. Like, look at Shang-Chi. It's like, up superhero gets
Shang-Chi.
mystical superpowers. Yeah, whatever. Right? Shang-Chi, whatever. Like, but like, he gets magical superpowers to beat the big bad. It's not like they already kind of did that with Doctor Strange, but way better.
Oh, they need magical superpowers to be the big bad purple guy.
Like, I think
He
the
didn't
only
get magical superpowers. He stole his dad's rings.
because I think the Infinity Stones is actually like a very interesting mechanic. But, like, other than that, after Infinity War, it was not good. It's just every Marvel movie is like, we have to focus on the main protagonist, and they have to be this villain, this movie. So I don't care how you do it. It's just they're gonna beat them like
I haven't
somehow.
watched a single Marvel movie in like the past 2 years.
There's only like 2 good Marvel villains, like maybe 3 if you include actually no, legitimately like the older Marvel movies, right? Like if you go into like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Well no, maybe not but like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, like literally look at how iconic Doc Ock is in that movie, like literally like it's the acting that matters, and like they actually I think the whole point of like the Marvel of like what makes the
Okay.
movie
You
good movie.
cannot sit here and tell me that Dormammu from Doctor Strange was not an amazing villain in his own way.
He only really appeared near the end of the movie, and it was just kind of like
Yeah,
And the-
but that's
yeah,
because he's a
and the
puppeteer.
universe-
That is his whole thing, is that he's a puppeteer from the Dark Dimension. That's his shtick. Yeah, he only appeared at the end of the movie, but also the fact that Doctor Strange couldn't beat him, so he just forced him into submission by outwitting him. But he could not physically beat him. And so we still really don't know how strong Dormammu is versus other villains, because we never really saw his full power,
on a
other than that he
universal
could
scale-
literally wipe the floor with Doctor Strange.
like literally I think the only thing that like mattered in Marvel was literally like the build up to Thanos, and like they're probably gonna have another big build up, but it's like I just don't think it's gonna be the same as Thanos. Thanos was like the big build up for the Marvel movies, and then after like Thanos was done, it was just like, yeah, you kind of get like
It's
occasional
difficult
Spider-Man.
because the Infinity Stones were always in the background, and so people kind of always knew Thanos was coming. And so it was like the big build up to him over the 3 arcs. And like now we're not positive where it's going. A lot of people have an idea that we're moving into like He Who Remains. What's his actual fucking name? I cannot remember.
Actually, I think the only thing in Marvel that might actually have a little bit more build up to is like
Kang
the next
Conqueror.
Spider-Man movie kind of being similar, like closer in like formula to the original Spider-Man movies, where it's like he's more of the Amazing Neighborhood Spider-Man than he's like the big
You gotta realize,
Avengers.
though, they're only just dipping their toes into the multiverse water. Like, imagine if you tried to judge all of, like, the build-up to Thanos just off the first movie that introduces an Infinity Stone. And it's like, this is like nothing. Why do we care? Because it's building to something. We're only just seeing the first steps. You cannot judge a journey based on the first 3 steps.
I think the only Marvel franchise that's still going that I actually am still currently invested in is Guardians of the Galaxy, because like not because like you have Peter Quill, like literally just because the movies have a different like tone to them compared to most Marvel movies, where it's like one, it's in space, so it's got an interesting setting. It's not just like generic city on generic Earth. Wow, cool setting, I guess. Like
Yeah, the Earth sucks. One likes
Yeah,
the
Earth is kind of boring.
Yeah, for real.
like we already live on Earth. We don't want to see more of it. Like,
Same city, different
I feel
name.
like-
What does it matter if it's Los Angeles, New York,
Um,
Shanghai, or
I think
Hong
the other
Kong?
thing is like the villains inside of Guardians of the Galaxy, and it also kind of really goes into Thanos too. Like, I think Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh
was
God,
where
can we talk about Adam real quick? Way back in the first or the second Guardians of the Galaxy, the perfect gold being they make to hunt down the Guardians of the Galaxy because they're pissed. We have not seen him since Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I am very curious when he's finally going to come back into the MCU. Because his end credit scene was a big deal. And now it's just like he's kind of been forgotten.
I just love the fact that Guardians of the Galaxy actually has interesting side characters as well, not just generic human person who just tags along and does absolutely
I am Groot.
not. Just it's like I think the only thing I don't like about Guardians of the Galaxy is forcing Baby Groot onto like the markets. It's basically Baby Yoda. It was the prototype Baby Yoda. Like Literally, I just don't. I know I'm being like very controversial here, but I don't like Baby Yoda. I literally just cannot look at Baby
Baby
Yoda
Groot
and
is
say
10
that
times better than
he's
Baby
like,
Yoda.
it's just marketing. It literally is just marketing, and I hate it. Like,
Oh, I love the fact that there's an Avatar The Last Airbender video that just says every time Team Avatar forgot Toph was blind, and the fact that it's a 7-minute video.
it's a running gag, I guess.
Oh my god,
My cabbages.
Toph was honestly the best character in that whole show.
I need to watch. I don't think I ever watched the full series, but I watched like bits and pieces of it when I was a kid. Like, because that was back when everything was like on a weekly bit, which I miss. I miss like the feeling of just like going onto my TV every weekend to like watch like a recurring like show like that. You know, it's just like it's not the same being able to binge watch it on like a website. It's just like it just doesn't have the same level of like
Dude,
build
and the
up.
fact that if you missed a single episode, you probably weren't going to see that episode again for 3 years until they re-air it, and you better hope to God your schedule's clear at that time.
Like, yeah, I get it. People don't like having to watch through like 10 hours of Teen Titans Go just to get to one episode of like Pokemon or like Steven Universe. But like, I mean, come on, it's like you gotta like just at least enjoy hating on those shows. Like, I think that was one of the things that people really like doing too, is like just hating on shows that take up too much of like the time. I'm not gonna say anything about Uncle Grandpa or what was the other show, Clarence, because like they are actually kind of growing on me now because they are actually like looking back at them. I think they only got hated on because it was just like, that was when Steven Universe came out, and Steven Universe kind of got a little bit like, insane, I guess. Even though they went on like year-long hiatuses, like longer than Loomian Legacy hiatuses. I'll just say that. Like, but yeah, I just remember like people hating on those. I can understand Johnny Test. That was actually like it's like Teen
that
Titans.
show
Go.
was...
I mean, believe it or not, the reboot of Johnny Test was actually pretty decent. But yeah,
Dude,
I think Johnny
Johnny's
Test
sisters
more-
were fucking sociopaths.
they were.
Have you guys seen my best video ever?
No.
My liver is the size of an axolotl and 2 babies.
Okay then. I mean, interesting title. Not gonna watch it, but interesting title.
It's like
Oh,
a 3 or 4
yeah.
second
You know that
video.
Johnny-
I'm gonna
Did
send
you
it
know
to
that
you.
Johnny Test actually removed the whip crack sound effect?
The what sound effect?
You know how Johnny Test's signature sound effect they'd always use for every single motion in the show, even though everybody said it's like the most annoying thing in the world is like the whip crack. Like literally, you go up
No,
to somebody.
I honestly don't remember that being a thing.
Like look it up. Look up the Johnny Test whip crack. It's like they had overused that sound effect, right? But they kind of just removed that in the reboot, and that was like one of the first things I noticed, and I was like, wait a minute, where's the whip crack? This isn't Johnny Test. What did you do to Johnny Test? Like, but no, as soon as they removed that whip crack, I think it was just like you can tell they want to just like disassociate it from what it used to be. Like,
Also, Bling Boy was like the worst anti-villain, whatever the hell he was. He was just creepy.
okay, he was creepy, but at the very least, you can kind of like meme around about him, like, "Hello, Jonathan, I am Bling Bling Boy." Like just those kinds of memes where it's like,
He's
I
a
don't know,
rich
it's
stalker
okay.
abusing his money to literally harass and stalk 2 teenage girls. Granted, he's the same age as them, but like,
What did I just hear? I wasn't listening for like 2 minutes and then I just heard.
we're talking about
He is
Bling Bling
using
Boy and
tons
how
of
fucking
money
creepy
to
he
stalk
is.
2 teenage girls.
Did you ever watch Johnny Test?
Nope.
Basically, the main character, Johnny, is like this typical early 2000s badass 12-year-old talking dog. And he has two super genius twin sisters who are older than him. And, like, the main quote-unquote villain, if you can call him that, of the show is this super rich kid named Bling Bling Boy who's crushing on Johnny's sisters. And he literally just uses his money to, like, essentially stalk them and break into their house and lab and stuff to talk to them.
Okay. So Bling Bling Boy. The only thing is, though, technically Susan and Mary were worse. Like, so Bling Bling Boy, he was just.
I'm not saying Susan and Mary weren't fucking sociopaths who should have been incarcerated,
Susan
but
and Mary, they literally kidnapped Gil. They like did some really messed up stuff to Gil. Like they were like.
I forgot about Gil as a character. That's Neighbor Boy, right?
But really, just he exists, I guess. Mr. Teacher Man. The one female version of Johnny Test, I guess that was like. I forget their name. Like they were literally just like Johnny Test, but like with a different hairstyle. Then you get the Johnny Test villains, and that's just like there's way too many villains in Johnny Test. Like if I had $1 for every Johnny Test villain, I don't know how much I think. It's like there's so many of them.
I don't even remember the villains of Johnny Test other than Bling Bling Boy.
Let's see. You have Darth Vegan. You have I think you've got like the Mole Man. He never really showed up that much. Like that one Toy Factory guy.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, I was just looking up Bling Bling Boy to try and grab a picture of him, and I found this shit. Hold on, let me post it in media in my server. Or in memes.
What did I just see?
Hang on, I'm gonna leave the game real quick. I'm gonna just go to that.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can open up the Discord server. Wait, you said you posted it in media?
Yeah.
I don't see anything in media.
Or sorry, memes.
Yeah, I just saw the image of a bull shark thing, and I'm just like, wait, what? Wait a minute. Oh boy, this is worse than the time I turned into Bling Bling Boy.
Okay, let me show stream what Bling Bling Boy looks like real quick. Snipping tool.
Like, I don't know what it is about Bling Bling Boy, but he's just got such an iconic and like memeable design. Like, if you watch Johnny Test at some point, you will understand what Bling Bling Boy is. Like,
he's just
if you
so
were to make a joke about Bling Bling Boy, you
creepy
would
and over the top. Ugh.
Then again, he's probably like the character that actually kind of like redeemed the show Johnny Test. Like, yeah, he was creepy, but you gotta admit, like, he's just such a memeable.
Wait a minute.
Just like his design
it's
is
already
like,
May, and it's the 18th of May.
Yeah.
What?
Hi, welcome to COVID. It destroyed our sense of time. Are you only just realizing that?
Bro. What? How?
oh, this is worse than the time I turned into Mr. Electric. You remember Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Oh god. Bro, screw Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Spy Kids!
I am Mr. Electric, not Elise. Dad.
Dude, the Spy Kids movie were an absolute trip. Going
No,
back
Shark
and
Boy and
watching
Lava
them,
Girl.
they make, like, no fucking sense.
That's just like, I forget what the writer's name is, but like, that's just his style. He's just like literally like, those movies were made for kids. They're not really like something you watch. Like besides Shark Boy and Lava Girl, you can watch that and like get nostalgic over it. Like literally, those movies were made for kids.
Yeah,
It's
you
not,
go back and watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and it's like, oh yeah, that was an okay movie. You
The
go back
effects
and
on
watch
the movie
Spy
are
Kids, and you're
so
like, what the fuck did I just watch?
The effects on those movies, though, they're just so dated because they were going for that like 3D technology, and it's like
Oh,
you can,
yeah.
it's like they just have it pop out at your face, and it just looks so uncanny because like you were supposed to have the quote unquote 3D glasses on, you know, like even though it just didn't look that like I don't know, those movies just like they're good and bad in a way.
Oh my god, we're 2 hours in and I haven't even finished leveling one set. This is gonna take a while.
Let's see, any other movies that we can like make fun of or shows? I'm not sure if you remember, but Teen Titans Go. Remember when everybody just liked to rip on Teen
Ooh,
Titans Go? They
For
still do.
good reason.
So the only reason I think Teen Titans Go actually lived as long as it was because people loved to hate it so much. Like that's the only reason the network kept it on there. Because like bad publicity is still publicity. They get publicity either way. So like you might as well keep it on the air. You know, like
People
I think
watched it because they wanted to see the shit show.
yeah, people watched it because they loved hating it. It's like those you'll love to hate it.
It's like
kinda shit,
Twilight.
you know?
I feel like if Twilight hadn't developed the, like, vapid hate community it did, like, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as big as it was. It kind of would have just faded into obscurity as another teen romance book. And be like, oh, you guys remember when Twilight was the rage? Oh, yeah, that was like a fun 2 years. And then, it would have faded into obscurity.
So
But
you remember how you
because-
said Bling Bling Boy is like creepy, right?
Yeah.
You want to see a character that, like, not because of what they do is creepy, just a creepy character in general? Mr.
Sure, but
Teacher
I'll be
Mom.
right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Facebook moms, like, Minions memes, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
So Rabbit, you know how Facebook moms like Minions memes, right?
Oh god.
So I might make a lot of people annoyed by doing this, but I want to make Bling Bling Boy memes the new Minions memes because why the hell not? Sorry for swearing, but it's just gonna be like I just want to annoy some people because like just look at this, like there's just so much you can make with. Hang on. Like, there is just so much you can make with this crap. I kid
Hey,
you
what's
not.
up, Thunder? You caught me while I was in the bathroom. I'm back.
Wait a minute, Joe. Wait, what's that thumbnail of our mentee? You just
Yo, Rabbit. I don't think you've seen a masterpiece that I've made yet. I gotta post it in like media, right? But it is a meme.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it is a meme. So.
Oh, so yeah, post it in meme.
Okay. One second, let me find it real quick. So I created a few masterpiece thumbnails. Like actual god tier thumbnails, though.
oh no, go into trending gifs. Just
There's
go
one.
into Discord trending gifs right now. Just scroll a little bit down. Like I think it's like right next to like this red Ferrari thing. Like
That is
that's
very interesting.
creepy that's in trending gifs. I'm sorry.
It's very interesting.
Which one?
my-
The pickle?
Yeah, just look at it and just think about it for a moment.
Yeah, no, I know.
If there's that in trending gifs, what else is it? Like, I think trending gifs on its own is just something just kind of like cringe about a little bit sometimes. Like,
See the thumbnail?
Oh, yeah, the what the hell?
Yeah, actual masterpiece.
yeah, what even is that thumbnail? I'm just like, I feel like you should just because Joe, your voice does kind of like sound similar to like Pokinova, like Lucky HD, right? Like, I feel like you should make like a parody video, just kind of like parodying one of, like as a joke, right? Just
Bro,
Hey,
I could clown on both of them so hard.
Oh,
That would be-
Thunder,
Maybe
we
we
are
could
in
make it
the
a-
voice chat in my server. If you wanted to come join, you're welcome to. Yeah, Ducky, today's just EXP farming. I need to catch up my Loomians that aren't max level. Tomorrow's probably hunt for Green Samarine.
oh yeah, do either of you does anybody here have anathophobia by any chance?
Oh,
who?
what?
yeah.
Yeah. It is the fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you. Or a goose. It's a duck or a goose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
I
that
got a buzz
phobia.
cut, Ducky. I tend to
Like,
get
I
one
am-
once a year, but I haven't had one since 2019.
I have
2019
so
was
much-
my last once a year buzz. I usually get it late March, early April. Late March, early April, not a great time for a haircut in 2020, if you know what I mean. Wasn't a great time to do much of anything.
I
Ducky,
can.
Ducky in chat just saying if any of you have that phobia, just know, it's me. I'm watching you.
I see you right there outside my window. What's good?
You know what's actually really weird about that? I kind of, sort of, half have that phobia, like, because there's no technical name for the. But
There's a
like,
duck.
I actually legitimately have a fear of geese. So like, even though there is no phobia name,
Yunk, yunk.
like,
Bro, what are they gonna do? Punch it in the face.
you actually
What is
say
he
that
gonna
you
do?
have an phobia if you are afraid of geese, but like, it's not the same phobia. Even though that is a joke phobia, like, it's weird that there's no actual name for a fear of geese. Because like, I do have a legit fear of geese. Because I had a friend who had like a
fear
real
of geese is just called common sense.
like, I have a legit fear of geese because I had a friend, right, who had a farm. He had this goose that would legitimately chase me around. I was like 9 or 10 when this happened, right? The goose was like honking. It was chasing me. I was like, what the heck
Eat it.
is going on here?
Shoot it.
What do I do? Like,
It's America.
but anyways, like, I just remember that happening, and I just have this strange phobia of geese.
Thalassophobia is not a gender, Ducky. Isn't that the fear of... No, tryptophobia is the fear of horror.
Thalassophobia.
Here's
That's
another
hilarious.
one. Has anybody here ever had like a fear of dogs or cats? Like,
No.
because I had a fear of dogs when I was a kid, and it still somewhat lingers. Like when I see a big dog and they're like really, really loud. Like,
Oh, Ducky,
but
that just sounds like a watered-down phobia, though. Let's be real.
I mean, who kind of sort of doesn't have a fear of the ocean? Like, there's just so much out there, like, that can kill you compared to like standing on.
Yeah,
the,
but
I
there's
mean,
so
that
much
is
that
the best
can
gender.
kill you on the fucking surface too. I could
like
get
you stand on the surface, right? Like, getting mauled by a bear is rare compared to getting like stung to death by a jellyfish, or like getting killed by a rip current. Like,
yeah, but one is malicious, the other is not. Also, if
Even
you're wearing
still-
a full dive suit like you should be if you're in the ocean, I mean, like, past, very close to shore.
I can't even go into the shore. I can't even go swimming like 1 foot into the ocean without.
Ducky, that is way too accurate. Ducky said Subnautica be like, do you have thalassophobia? No? Would you like some?
Phasmophobia gave me phasmophobia. I mean, when I played Phasmophobia, I literally couldn't leave the truck. I left my teammates to die because I was literally like, "Nope, I'm
Oh,
not." doing
bro,
it."
I have to stream that, dude. I
With
gotta
that
stream that on
game,
VR.
like-
I was gonna do that like last month, but I never
Okay.
did.
I have played that game once before. It did not work so well on my PC, but like,
That would be godly content, bro.
really intense. Like, you don't even have to be inside the building to just kind of be like afraid that like something is going to
guys.
come out of there and
I need
kill
an
you.
idea for a cursed
You not know
thumbnail
what it
idea.
is or when it's gonna come out at you, and that's like, it's like, look at Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Five Nights at Freddy's is just
Right.
jump
I
scares.
need an idea for a
That's
cursed
kind of
thumbnail.
sort of
Yeah, we don't have
phasmophobia, but it is legitimately like building up tension, and like, it's not a traditional jump scare. It's like actually building up tension that like you need to get out of here.
I think
You're
the
probably
big
gonna.
thing that makes Phasmophobia different from Five Nights at Freddy's.
It'll
Five
actually
Nights-
lock
no,
the door
shut
to
up,
keep you
I'm
from
talking.
escaping.
Five Nights at Freddy's, it literally comes out of nowhere. You know you can be jumped at any time, but it literally comes out of nowhere. You'll see it coming and you have time to react and close the door and save yourself. But there's no sense of the ghost hunting, where you know it's after you, trying to kill you, and you just have to survive. There is no guaranteed safety. It is just survive at its
You know, one of the
most
things that, like,
core
also-
human aspect.
You know, one of the things that absolutely terrifies me in Phasmophobia? So, like, part of it is that, like, there's actually a ghost that's actually hunting, and it just feels like it's, like, somewhat alive, and it's actually,
Well, the
like,
big thing is
not
that
just
it's
like an
always in the environment. It is always
Like-
physically somewhere in the house, even if it's not actively hunting.
but,
It'd be like
when
if in
you
Five
still wanna
Nights at
watch
Freddy-
and
no,
keep people
it's-
getting out, and you're, like, just in there, and you're like, I just want to get out of here, like, the tension's built up, it's like, the ghost
God,
is starting to get mad, you're, like, in there, you're, like, and then, like, all of a sudden, you just die to, like, the ghost, like, there's just something terrifying about it.
Imagine if in Five Nights at Freddy's you could walk up to Foxy when he wasn't hunting you, but you couldn't see him, and just at any point Foxy could start coming after you while you're in the same room as him even, and it would just have no warning. It would just start hunting and you had to hide. Can you imagine if there was like a Five Nights at Freddy's where rather than being stuck in the office you actually had to be a security guard and patrol the grounds? And like one of the animatronics would just randomly start hunting and you would have to hide every so often?
I think the other thing is with FNAF, yeah, you get jump scared, but like the horror isn't really real horror because like at the
You
end
have
of the
very
day,
limited control over your character
still
because
like
you're
an
stuck
AI,
in
right?
one spot. You're just interacting with the space around you at the end of the day.
exactly like and you can just kind of like trick the AI. You can like learn the AI. Where in
The other thing
Phasmophobia,
is
it's
there's
more-
no safe area. In Five Nights at Freddy's, there is no safety net. If you're in
You
the
know what's
truck during a
so-
hunt in Phasmophobia, you're safe. It cannot get you if you're outside the like hunt area, the house or like the campground or whatever.
it feels
There's
like
no safety equivalent in Five Nights at Freddy's. And I
Exactly.
think like that just lends to cheap jump
Honestly,
scares.
there's a safety thing for all of them. Close the game.
Like, the other thing is, with Phasmophobia, too, like, literally it feels like the ghost is actually, like, paying attention to what you are doing, and it is actually, like, actively trying to, like, kill you and make sure it's, like... Because, like, you have to think about it this way. Anything can chase you down, but, like, literally, it takes, like, it's really terrifying when that thing that is actually trying to kill you locks the door and keeps you from escaping. So you literally are just standing there like, what do I do? How do I get out of here? I'm, like, legitimately terrified. Like,
Yeah, like,
that's
imagine
the
if...
horror of Phasmophobia.
Imagine
Like,
if some of the Five
the
Nights
ghost
at
is
Freddy's
actually, like-
animatronics, like, if one of them was non-malicious, but could just get inside your room and prevent you from closing a door on one side. And you just had to pray that they didn't come to that side while it was in there.
Believe it or not, that was almost Hello Neighbor in the first alpha, and then they just ruined it. Like, just imagine an AI horror game that actually, like, the AI is actually, like, smarter than the human. The AI actually, like, can tell what you are doing at that moment. And, like, because most horror games, they don't really feel horrifying because you can just cheese the AI, or, like, it's just a cheap jump scare, right? Phasmophobia, the reason it's on a whole nother level is it feels like the AI is actually, like, watching you, the player, and they see what you are doing. They, like...
Like, imagine if they updated the Phasmo AI so that the ghost actually reacted to you gathering evidence. Like, imagine for if each piece of evidence you successfully, like, documented and somebody marked in their notebook, the ghost would start, like, a brief hunt. And, like, with each piece of evidence you gathered, the hunts would start lasting longer.
I think one of the other things that, like, so another really sort of horrifying game, because now that I've watched it enough, it's not the same effect, but, do you remember Poppy Playtime, right?
Nope,
So when
I
watched that
I
game,
never
I
actually
saw how
played
you
it.
do those events, right?
never played it, never watched a video on it. Didn't care.
Okay. Look up Poppy Playtime real quick, right? Look up the scene where Huggy Wuggy is chasing you through the vents. There is just something so uncanny about that animation that just makes it, like, the way it moves, right? It just has this, like, creepy, unsettling effect. Even if it's, like, it just feels like it's kind of, like, crawling towards you in this, like, I can't even describe it. It's just this very uncanny, very, like,
Yo, can someone give me
feels
an
like a
idea
living
for a
horror
cursed
movie.
thumbnail?
Like, how terrifying it is. Like,
FNAF fanfics got me acting spicy. God damn it, Ducky. Hunt the animatronics. Oh, how the turds have tabled. Yeah.
okay,
That's probably cool, but I think
Speaking of fanfic.
sub-mechanophobia is much cooler. Like, I get that fear a little bit, but it's so
So,
cool. Urchins and curiosity
did
is
you
what's
know
cool.
that Tetris fanfiction exists? Just like, literally, like, if there's anything that has, like, weirder fanfiction, it's literally Tetris. Like, you can literally look it up, and there is legitimately fanfiction about
Okay.
Tetris.
Hold on, sorry. I gotta interrupt you real quick. One of my, like, most hated things that they do in YouTube videos is that super realistic knock sound effect where it, like, knocks 3 times.
Oh, I love those, bro.
And it's
So
on your
funny.
left, usually, I believe.
They're so fun.
That specific sound effect where it plays through your left headphones and is that deep knock 3 times, and it sounds so goddamn realistic. Imagine if a horror game started utilizing those sounds to trick your brain into thinking that whatever's hunting you in-game is actually starting to escape into the real world and affect your house. Imagine how fucking terrifying that would be. Just like, you hear the monster hunting you, and then suddenly it goes away, and just on your right you hear, and you go, oh fuck!
So I think there's, like, 3 different types of horror that really define a horror game. Like,
Like,
so
imagine...
you got physical horror, right? Which is where most of horror games kind of lie. So like, where it's just more what's in front of you is terrifying. And you
Like,
kind of
okay, hold on, sorry,
Where-
I'm tangenting and I gotta finish this. Like, imagine just that knock playing 3 times on, like, your right, and then, like, a second later, you just hear, like, on your left earbud. Like, it snuck up on the other side of you. Like, that's super realistic, like it's right over your shoulder. Hey. Oh my god, just the ability to make you feel like your house is suddenly no longer safe. That whatever is in the horror game is suddenly leaking out into reality. Would be like such a fucked but fun effect to play with. I feel like you could really land on like true terror.
like I can only really think of like 3 different kinds of horror games now that so like the most common is like physical horror where it's like it's literally just what's in front of you. So like Five Nights at Freddy's Poppy Play, like it's based on the thing that you're seeing on screen. Then you kind of have more of like the mental horror where it's kind of like the game tricks you into thinking what's in that horror game is in real life. And they're not as common because it's a
Oh my
little
God.
harder to
You know what would be
So games
awesome?
kind of-
Okay, hold on. Imagine if... So you know how certain Steam games can fuck with your files?
like Doki Doki.
Yeah. Imagine if you have a webcam. Like, a webcam is a required feature for the game. And, like, the game had permission to access your webcam. Imagine if, like, you had to take a picture of, like, the real world or whatever. You know, like, you sitting there playing the game. Or, like, it just took a picture without your permission. And then, like, you see a screenshot pop up in the bottom right. Right as, like, a voice whispers in your left ear, hey. And you just see a screenshot pop up as your camera flashes, like it detected motion in your room. And then a screenshot pops up bottom left with it having, like, quickly edited in a ghost over your shoulder.
I mean, isn't that just kind of like normally like any camera on any like device that is access to the internet? Because somebody could just be watching you at any moment and you wouldn't know. Like literally,
Okay, no.
that is.
What I am saying is imagine, like, a knock, knock, knock sound effect in the game, and then, like, your character can mention to the other characters, like, hey, did you guys hear that knock sound effect? And they'll be like, what are you talking about? And then just, like,
What
your
if
camera goes off, and it, like, edits the photo in as, like, the photo slowly loads top to bottom, and then you see the ghost sitting over your shoulder after it just whispered, hey, in your
that is
headset.
like instead of it being you're playing as a character though, like this is going off of Phasmophobia. You're playing as yourself. You're not playing a character in a game. You're playing yourself in a game. You're basically like kind of like a silent protagonist, right? Where it's not like the character in the sense of the lore, but the lore in the sense of like involving you, right? Like look at Phasmophobia, right? It's a multiplayer horror game. I think that is the exact reason why it makes it horrifying is that like you're talking to real people, not just like scripted NPCs, right? And that's where it's like you see these people actually like not physically in real life, but like in the game just disappearing, right? And it's just like
Oh, you know what would be hella cool, though? A adaptable AI-made AR horror game. Imagine an augmented reality horror game where, like, it can map out the size of your house and whatnot and, like, create an augmented reality experience in your house that's horror.
oh, that would be like
And, like, it could connect to your Bluetooth lights and whatnot, and, like, all of your Bluetooth appliances to actually fuck with your house to make it seem haunted and whatnot, to add to the realism.
Like, anyways, the third type of horror game though that I'm thinking, like, literally just the psychological aspect of horror, right? So there's only 2 games I can think of at the moment that do this, but like, literally horror games where the intended effect is not to like, not just to scare you with imagery, but to just kind of like give you like this thought of like, what if this was real? Like for example, like Doki Doki Literature Club, right? Like you just see these images and then you just start thinking like, what if these characters were real? Like if they were in the real world, like in this was actually happening. Like it's just that like mental like that lasting effect that they give you. That's the whole point. Like you know how many people will say that they play
the most interesting horror is going to come once we further VR and get to full dive VR, like in Sword Art Online. Can you imagine the horror possibilities in full dive VR? How they could just absolutely fuck with your head. Imagine a full dive VR horror game where you go to take off your, like, VR headset or whatever, and you go to log out, and instead it doesn't actually put you back in reality, it puts you in like a version of your room, and then you have to realize that you haven't actually left the game.
How would just be going?
But think about how many heart attacks I would give people.
Good, it's horror.
How many people would die?
I'm okay with this.
So you know how we mentioned Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, right?
Yeah.
So you know how Pokemon Mystery Dungeon kind of like inserts you into the world of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Imagine like a full like AR Pokemon Mystery Dungeon experience where it's like kind of like Sword Art Online levels of like VR where it's like so incredibly like in depth, right? With Pokemon Mystery Dungeon where it's like you actually experience the game as somebody who's like being transported into the game.
I think
you know,
something really cool would be if they combined the Pokemon Go mechanics with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That you had to go to a physical location in the real world, that like mystery dungeons would move around the entrances to them, and like, you know, you would have to go to a mystery dungeon in the real world. So say, you know, the library by my house could be like a mystery dungeon spawn point. And so just sometimes the entrance to a mystery dungeon would appear there, and I'd have to go there with my phone, and then dive my team into the mystery dungeon there, and like explore it then on my phone.
It's the only thing I don't want though. Like I don't want like a game I really love being turned into a
now, guys. Good night.
Later.
Alright. Because I'm gonna be honest, I just don't like the idea of like mobile gaming being the quote-unquote future of gaming. It really isn't.
It's
Mobile
not,
games feel.
but I mean, you couldn't really do it with the Switch because it's not portable enough. The
like
Switch is just too big and cumbersome to really be a proper portable device. You can't put the Switch in your freaking pocket like you can the DS or a cell phone.
I see the regular Switch is like more of like a home handheld console, but like, well, no, you can still bring it with you and like play it, but like.
Yeah, maybe if you have
If you're gonna
fucking
do it, do it
cargo
with a
shorts or a
Switch.
special carry case, good luck fitting it in any normal pockets.
You can play a Switch Lite with one hand. Like it is so light. Like I have a Switch Lite and a Switch, and it's like the size and the weight difference. There's just like a huge difference between the two. Like if you are gonna get a Switch though, just to like if you're gonna get a Switch just to play the games, I would definitely get a Switch Lite. If you don't want to spend the full $300 and you don't care about like the gimmicks and stuff, like that. And I think the Switch
you mean
Lite
like the gimmicks, like that Joy-Con drift that they haven't fixed in 5 years, that some YouTuber got pissed at and fixed in a month?
So my Joy-Cons that I had, my original pair of Joy-Cons on my original Switch, they did. One of them was shot, but like my newer set of Joy-Cons, while I've had some temporary drift where it was like something lodged inside of it, right? Like, so I just had to clean it. Like, I haven't had any problems with them, but yeah. So the newer set of Joy-Cons, they still have the drift. It's not like they've completely removed the drift problems, but like they're not as bad as the original like Joy-Cons drift, I guess. Like Joy-Con drift still exists, but it's like
It shouldn't.
not
He
quite as
added a millimeter of paper and fixed the problem.
I have a feeling they might patch out like the Joy-Con 2.0 or something where like I'd actually appreciate that
I
over a
should
Switch
not
2.
have to buy a 2.0 of your product to get a working product. It should be pushed out as a free repair because it is a core component of what you sold
Well, the
me,
only reason
and
I
I
say
expect
Joy-Con
it to
2.0
work.
is what if they added extra features to the Joy-Cons? Like, let's say they added a
It
microphone
doesn't.
to the Joy-Con.
No. It doesn't matter if they add extra features if they don't fix the problem
Well, no,
on
of
the
course, fix the
original.
Joy-Con drift too. That's the big thing. But like, the first fixed Joy-Con drift, right? But if they want to go above and beyond, like make it so like, because the Switch tablet, yeah, you can improve the storage space, but like, it's just going to be the tablet. You can't really do too much with that. That is basically the Switch. What I'm thinking they can do is like, yeah, improve storage space, but work on the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are what really defines the Switch. Like, because I mean, you can basically make the console like either handheld or docked and use the Joy-Cons as like a separated controller, and that's what makes the Switch the Switch. Like, and I think something that would actually be a really nice thing to do instead of like doing a Switch 2 like everybody says, right? You kind of like a Joy-Cons too, where it's like one, fix the drift, the thing that most people have had a problem with like throughout the entire history of the Switch. And then two, just add features that people have always kind of wanted, like maybe add like a microphone so you can actually have like microphone support in games, like even like one where you can like blow into it or something, like where like you could have like the DS games where you can do that, like let's see what else. You can add like a camera to the Switch, maybe like to one of the Joy-Cons. That would be like a really interesting, like just a little bit of an extra additional feature.
Like how I joined like 10 minutes ago and still haven't been able to say a single word.
Oh, look, I didn't even know you joined back. I like was
I did. Hi, Goopsie.
legit.
That's exactly my point. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes and I haven't been able to say a single word.
I knew you were there. I looked over at Discord and I saw you. I didn't hear you join, but I saw you had.
Right.
Oh, Goopsy, I want to send you an image real quick. We were talking about this earlier. Hang on. Hang on a minute.
I might take a short break here and go do my Rush Point dailies in a second on stream. You know what? Nah, let's do that right now. Let's go do the Rush Point dailies. Goopsy, you want to play a couple rounds Rush Point? Maybe one or two?
So my problem with that is I'm going to have like 300 ping.
Why? Are
Why?
we going to an Asian server?
No, because
Oh, right,
basically what I was saying was some dudes were working on our roof, right?
mobile.
And they cut the internet line. So I'm
that's
using
okay.
my mobile hotspot for internet right now.
Oh god, these are all super easy daily missions. 10 headshot kills, use your ability 5 times, and win a game? Oh, easy!
So, Goops, what are your... Oh, wait, do you guys have Clash of Clans by any chance? Like,
No,
you don't have
Match
Clash... Have you ever
found.
played it, or,
I did for like a super small amount of time, and then it was just like, you know what? No, I'm not going to.
did you see the
Last
clan
player
capital thing
standing.
they added?
Homie, I have no clue what anything in that game is.
All I'm gonna say is it's a different game now, like, sort of, not...
I'll be right back.
Bomb defused.
Round 3, I'll just go Eco and... Pretty nice.
Bomb planted. One enemy remaining. Bomb defused.
I'll just go another round to eat now. Actually, let me grab the Vapor. It's only 1,000. Grab the Vapor and pop my forward in this corner. Where the fuck? Okay, that was a fantastic waste of health, I guess.
Bomb planted. Last player
Wow.
standing.
Aight then.
One enemy remaining.
Alright, so good to know they like to go that way. 0 and 2. We gotta fix this. I really want this Infuser Royal Damascus in Stat Track. I got the Eclipse Royal Damascus in Stat Track, but not the Infuser. They're the same rarity, same crate too, so.
One enemy remaining.
Alright, there we go. There's 2 kills.
Flawless. Match point.
God, I absolutely dunk on the people in the tunnel and suddenly we win. Easy. Ew, my team's all using heavy snipers. Ew, trash. Look at these freaking nerds using the Sentinel. No skill. Get good. Ugh. Okay, now at least he switched to an, Crimson, so good on him. 3, 2, 1. Get clapped.
One enemy remaining.
Check mid. Check tunnel. They died up there. They're in their spawn. Yep. Okay. Easy. God, I didn't even end up using my freaking abilities. Didn't even use my good strategies, dude. I just outskilled them in sniping. Hey, 10 kills in one game. Easy enough. Got mid, okay.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Okay. Okay, down A mid. Oh my god.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Clutch.
Dude, how? The man is insane with his pop shots. Okay, this time I fucking saw you. Oh my god. How does he even see me, bro? He has a tarp in his face. Man had a tarp in his face and was still headshotting me.
Bomb planted. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Oh my god. And then our other player is just an actual, like, brain dead individual.
Bomb defused.
Nah, dude, we're 3 rounds in and they have 10 kills? Holy shit. Dude, no way!
Last player standing.
Yeah, this dude's way too good. I'm not going to be able to get 10 kills in one game facing him. He's just going to absolutely destroy my team over and over. please?
Match found.
Oh, it's just headshot kills. It's not 10 kills in one game.
Well,
But even still, it's very difficult to do it against him. Really? Place me into a dead lobby. At least it'll be easy, hopefully. Or maybe not, because there's literally going to be nobody to kill. No. Bruh. Why is this so difficult? This was supposed to take 5 minutes. Fine, US
match
West.
found.
Use my ability once and get 7 headshot kills. Easy. As long as I get a lobby where there isn't a super sweat. 12 and 5. Wonderful.
Match point.
It died 5 times though, so that's reassuring. Bruh. The fact that he knew I was coming. That he waited for me. That seemed a little sus. Like, I guess he could have heard me,
Last
but-
player standing. Bomb planted.
Is Cow hacking or just lagging ass? Okay. I'll do blockout over sewage. Oh my god, no. Just... Oh, I don't want to play sewage. Fine, we're playing sewage. How?
Last player standing.
Oh no, it's Kodoy. This dude's a freaking idiot. I've played with them before. They're brain dead. Or are they actually trying today?
One enemy remaining. Clutch.
Oh my god. Alright, Fury with Adira's ability is actually decent, so we're gonna try this. Because they have the same knives I do, Kotoy.
Last player standing.
Oh my god, stupid sentient. Dude, I still can't fucking... Oh my god. Sometimes I hate eco in this game. Screw it. I'm just going full eco. Pistol it is. Oh my god.
Last player standing. Bomb planted. Bomb defused.
Map is ass for this objective anyways. You fucking asshole! My own teammate flashed me.
Bomb planted. Last player standing.
Oh my god.
Bomb defused. Last round in the hat.
love that these fucking games are so short that pistol round decides them. Because whoever gets the eco pistol round just steamrolls from then on. Because one team doesn't get enough proper eco until like round 3 to get an actual setup. And that's if they're stingy with their money. I call bullshit. I could not even
Last
see
player
him
standing.
through that fire, and he saw me well enough to headshot me. I fucking hate this map.
Match point.
Five minutes. This was supposed to take 5 minutes. Oh, cool. My entire team's dead. Wow. That didn't take long. Oh, no, we have one guy. In
Last
fucking
player
spawn.
standing. Bomb planted.
Well, I got a kill. Hallelujah. I should take that back. It's not the maps that suck. This game sucks. If you are facing a team with any level of fucking coordination, and your team doesn't have coordination, you're going to get curb stomped because you just can't solo carry. Why
Bomb
is this lobby the
planted.
most scuffed, unusual players who don't go the normal ways?
One enemy remaining.
I guess if I want to see people, I gotta go A side rather than B side, which is so fucking weird. It's normally the opposite. Dude, my ass.
One enemy remaining.
Dude was still moving when he shot me. How?
Bomb planted.
Really wish I could check my objectives from this menu without having to go back to the main menu.
One enemy remaining. Last player
I
standing.
got that
Clutch.
headshot! God, this is the other thing I hate. Even if you get a headshot, you're not even guaranteed a kill.
One enemy remaining.
Dude, I don't mind winning, but holy shit, leave some people for me. I need headshot kills. Bruh.
Last round in the half.
Dude, either the enemies are too good or my teammate is too good. I can't fucking win. Oh my god, and of course he's here and he's over there. Both the main routes. well. That's one. Guess I gotta play stupid and reckless if I want these.
One enemy remaining. Bomb
Where
planted.
the fuck is this person? Over there, apparently. Bro, fucking Deca literally finding everybody, and I can't find anybody! 5 rounds,
Match
and I've killed
point.
4 people. Oh my god, this warm-up is way too long. Oh, now it fucking locks on. What the fuck?
Bomb planted.
Holy shit, I'm trash.
Last
Well, that
player
makes me feel
standing.
better. At least my aim wasn't that bad. Oh my god, what are they doing? Oh my god, dude. Okay. Wow. That's...
Match point.
My aim may be shit at times, but at least it's not that bad. Jesus. Oh, ew, another crypto, bro. You know what? I'll take a kill. Fuck it. Vapor is not that accurate.
One enemy remaining.
Oh. That's aimbot. Yeah, what the hell? It's super soft aimbot, but that is definitely aimbot. Dude's not even aiming at him and he's hitting him. Almost hits that guy through a wall. Which guy was that? That was Op Boy. Op Boy 1235.
Last player standing. Bomb planted. One enemy remaining.
But yeah, it was Op Boy 1235. Yeah, his ping's like 135. It's not that crazy. There's no way his shots should have been going like that. God dang it.
Bomb planted. Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Bomb planted. One enemy remaining.
One headshot, but yeah, get out of my fucking face! You've messed up 4 of my shots.
Last player standing.
Oh my god, that took way too long because she pushed me like 3 times!
Last round in the half.
At least I'm getting headshot kills now. Just need a couple more, I think. And I can finally be done. Yeah, you peek that.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Wow, that was interesting. Fire rate hack there, too. That was way faster than you should be able to shoot that.
Bomb planted. One enemy remaining. Bomb defused.
See if they actually come. We'll see if they show up. 'Cause I can show he's very clearly hacking. Granted, he's toggling, so it's not always obvious, but he is hacking. He's also really bad when he's not hacking. Well, not good anyways. Okay. You really think that? Hold on. Let me change my
One
OBS
enemy
real quick.
remaining.
Show off opera. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that. That's really stupid. The opera. I freaking hate the protection. Can I just add screen capture then? Add a source. Oh my god, I feel stupid. Source, right, okay.
Match
Display
point.
capture, display 1. Okay, this should show my entire screen, right? Second here. If I jump over here to my second window, give me a second, let me pause this. Make sure this is actually showing the right thing. Jump to my channel. Pause this. Okay, yeah, this is now showing. Right here is the most blatant of it. Not aiming at him, hits him. I thought that was a little sus immediately. Not aiming at him, headshots him. Snaps onto this guy through the wall even though he's not aiming at him. And then not aiming at him, it, like, locks on again. Like, that's the most blatant of it, if you don't believe me. But then, like, 8 minutes later, that's not ping. He has like 110 ping. Hold on. He has a sniper up on...
Bomb planted. Last player standing.
top left of, gotta find it. Right here. Let me wow. So here
Last
he
player
died.
standing.
Watch his fire rate.
Flawless.
Let's see here. Hold on.
Ending.
Not aiming at him, it snaps to him and he gets the hit marker. frame by frame here.
Match
Not on
point.
him. Fires and boom. Look at that frame by frame instant snap. The second he goes to actually fire, it snaps to the guy's head. Normal aim, normal aim, normal aim, normal aim, normal aim, fire snap. That's aimbot. The second he goes to fire, it snapped to his head. Within like a millimeter. And he still managed to miss the head because it only mostly cracks the aim. I don't think so. Because look at this. Going frame by frame. The aim is perfectly normal the whole way through. Nothing weird. Like normal movement. Very smooth. But the second it goes to fire, it literally snaps to the left. Like normal, smooth, 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 smooth. Still aiming slightly right. Head comes into
Bomb
frame,
planted.
instantly snaps to it. So, head visible, 1, 2, 3, snap. 3 frames after the head becomes visible, exactly half the head, and he snaps and fires. That is aimbot. How can you see that?
Last player standing.
I don't know how you can see the same thing I'm seeing and not think that's hacking. Like, I am not even facing this man and I think he's hacking. Alright, let me fix my stream.
Match point.
Do, 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 do.
Flawless.
I'll admit that I'm not like a professional or anything, but I think I know hacking when I see it. It wasn't just one weird instance. It was 2 of them so far. The fact that on blocks, he literally wasn't aiming at people and was hitting them. And then on the rail, right here, aiming there, he instantly snaps to his head.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Like there, what Cal just did, that's a normal amount of spectate deviation. He was pretty
Clutch.
close to the target when he fired. There's just like a slight spectate thing. On blocks, freaking Op Boy
Match
was
point.
nowhere near the target and the bullets were just hitting them. He was like up here hitting people center screen. That was weird. Like there, yeah, I was just trash. That was a good shot by him. Like, I know the difference between a good shot
Last
and
player
an actual
standing.
hacker, especially when I can spectate. I mean, he's gone now, but he was only running like 100 ping. That is not that bad of a ping. I got dumb lucky there. I should not be alive.
One enemy remaining. Bomb planted.
Alright, I should really head back to menu and get back to actual Loomian Legacy stuff. This took way too long. Okay, they just rushed mid, I saw that.
Last player standing. Last player standing.
I definitely. That better be them done. Oh, I'm not the main game I was streaming. I was just coming on to do the dailies. Did you not notice the title had nothing to do with Rushpoint, Loomian Legacy? I'm farming credits for the summer event coming up on the 22nd. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to stay and play Rushpoint for longer, but I'm supposed to be streaming Loomian Legacy. Atlantean City, an update that's been in the works for like literally a year and a half, comes out on Friday, and I'm just trying to finish up some stuff before then. So if I don't do it now, I'll fall behind and never get around to it. You know how procrastination is. You have a good night, though. We'll have to agree to disagree on whether he's hacking or not, but... I would be curious in the future to stream the rounds of Rushpoint, where I actually do pop off with my sniper, and just see how my flicks look compared to his, because I don't think they'd look anything alike. Actually, I think I do have some footages of flicks of mine. Way back when I first started streaming. This round of Rushpoint. God, that literally took an hour. Okay, here's two flicks. Pretty sure I double domed them here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a natural flick. It's not a perfect flick, but you can literally track the movement frame by frame. It doesn't just jump that far across the screen. Yeah, no, you can see that in that nasty double I got in the vent. Like, I would be willing to dismiss it as just a spectate bug if the rest of the spectating was equally choppy. That is, you know, aim was jumpy. But his aim literally only gets jumpy the second that dude's head pops out. That's just so sus. Excuse me. Dope. Bar Blast is done. Who all is still in chat, by the way? I see 2 people watching right now. You guys want to say hi in chat real quick so I know who's watching? I'm guessing one of them's Johnny, because he's still in the server. Hey, hey. Were you watching that, rush point footage of that dude I accused of hacking? Do you think he was hacking? Like, are you a good enough judge? Like, just on based on what I showed? Yeah. I mean, like, if it was just a one-off instance where his aim jumped, I could dismiss it as just, like, a sudden ping spike or something. But it was the combination of 2 different instances where he wasn't aiming anywhere near the player and his aim just jumps to them. Like, tries to headshot a player through a wall. It's just so wrong. It's wrong. Anybody who plays any amount of SPS should just realize something is not right there. Like, if you go back like an hour and 10 minutes in the stream to where I get that double at the top of vent on shore, and you go frame by frame with my aim, you can literally see it snapping to them in incremental movements frame by frame. It takes me about 7 frames to line up the shot and shoot them, which is very fast. I mean, it's not like godlike fast, but it still takes time for my mouse to move the weapon, the crosshair. It doesn't just jump like 10 degrees to the left instantly the second, you know, more than half of their head is showing. Like, yes, there are possibly players out there at, like, Shroud's level who could snap like that fast. They could move their mouse fast enough at, you know, speeds beyond our comprehension to hit that. But what's the odds someone of that skill level is playing Roblox Valorant and not, like, actual professional Valorant where they can make money? Why would they waste their time on Roblox Valorant? Because, like, the dude never tried to defend himself. He didn't even face the accusation. He basically just tried to ignore me and brush it off as, like, he didn't care. He didn't try to say, like, oh, no, actually, I'm a Valorant pro trying, you know, the Roblox version for shits and giggles. You know, I'm streaming it. Come look.
You're not magic.
Well, that was magic as your dad, mate. And he disappeared, didn't he?
Wow. Savage. That poor kid. You're not magic. But as magic as your dad, kid. He disappeared, didn't he? Damn. That poor kid. How much money does he need? I think you need to check that then. I'm paying attention. Come on, ADHD brain. Stay focused for more than 3 minutes. How much money does Teddy give? How much money does Teddy give? God, I love ADHD. I have to constantly stay thinking about this or I'm going to forget to check at the end of this battle. Teddy money, Teddy money. No, we're not learning body slam. Teddy money, Teddy money. Last Loomian, Teddy money, Teddy money. So in something as mindless as this, I will literally just forget to check and glaze over and end the battle without checking if I don't, like, constantly keep it in mind. Okay. Go slow. Teddy money, Teddy money. 720, yeah. Every single battle gives you enough money to buy a whole nother super med or whatever. So having to heal, like, once every couple of battles is not that big of a deal. Having to use one super med, like, once every 10 battles, I'm still making 9 battles worth of money every time. Dude, watch them. Oh wait, no, we've already had an electric gym. I'm trying to think here. What prank could they pull on people and have it not be a water gym? What would actually make sense? I have a feeling they're gonna pull a fast one on us, and the 4th gym is not going to be water type. I don't know what type it could be, but it's not going to be water type. I have a feeling they're going to throw that plot twist at us. Alright, I think I'm gonna end stream here, guys, and just continue this while I watch some YouTube. I want to watch Markiplier's Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe while I do this, because it is getting late, it's 11 o'clock. I do want to check one thing though. I wonder if this shows up on camera. If I turn off the camera and go to the event source, yes. Oh no, that's not. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Interesting. No, one sec, bro. I want to test something. This here. If I do this and go here. No, it's still too bright in here. Hold on. I wonder if this shows up on stream now. God no, it's still really bright because of the computer. It's not going to show on stream. Oh well. Not too worried about it then. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a good one.